Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tesseract, the only game where Paul is like a third here.
Wouldn't he be a fifth
So
year?
congrats to what?
Wouldn't he be a fifth year?
Well, we're going
in a
off
way.
what the audience can see.
Most of him is
From
not.
here up.
Got it.
We are sponsored, as the rest of the month we've stated, by Grim Hollow, a super cool Kickstarter campaign, and it's in the description, so click the link, check it out. And I'm sure that pretty much all of you know about the contest that we're doing, but if you don't, we have a community post with all the details that'll happen during the break. Let's get into the game. So, can someone tell me where we left off?
We found
Oh,
a
yeah.
car.
Sorry, I'm interrupting again. We are doing another giveaway during the break today, so yeah.
Stick around.
Just stick around for that.
Win some
Woo.
stuff.
Win
I
some
can't
cool
tell if it would
stuff.
be better to just disable the green screen or just
No,
leave it
we're gonna
looking
keep
like
it.
that.
That's just...
Logan
Yeah, it's okay. I'll
cares
upload it
more
on-
about the green screen than he does about us.
It's great.
Okay.
Just kidding.
What the hell is it? So where did we leave off, gents?
Wait,
I don't
first,
know.
first, Cade Cook.
Honestly, I tried to
Hell did it.
forget.
God damn it. Cade
Because there was
Cook,
a car.
continuing the trilogy of last night, $4.99. Thank you, Logan, for your service. My straight lover, Jessica, was the woman you saved from the collapsed building in New Mexico.
Oh my god, dude.
Not
that's
only did you
amazing.
save Jessica, I saved his wife's husband in Hong Kong. So
Well, you're very welcome.
That's what you did in Mexico? I
Uh,
thought you built wells for small children.
We did both.
Oh.
That was in Guatemala. In Mexico, we also built houses.
also,
Oh.
You guys were...
Save-
we are
Women,
using. I'm
baby
using a
houses.
new mic today, and it doesn't pick up quite as
Ooh,
naturally.
okay.
So if there's some issues, let me know, please,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm unaware of them from this perspective.
And I am working on the dungeon map right
Oh,
now.
thank
The-
you, Lord Ariados. I don't know how you
Right
pronounce
back
the second
into
word
it.
for
There we go.
the 10 Canadian dollars. It is much
Oh,
appreciated.
very
Hell yeah, it is. That is super awesome
Thanks,
and
Punches.
generous.
Wait.
Thank you, the
I
many.
love that you can kind of see what Paul's shirt says because there's like black
Just
text.
barely,
all in
yeah.
green.
My favorite
Paul.
part about the Canadian
Mm-hmm.
dollars is that they have their coins are actually dollars. They don't have dollar bills. They have dollar coins.
Yeah, they do
And
that
$2
in
coins.
Japan too. It's very confusing for American
Yeah.
tourists.
Very nice.
They only have two.
When your
they only have
dollars
two
feel like
bills in
quarters.
Japan,
You know, I
correct?
actually prefer it.
I
Like,
would
it's
too,
actually really
yeah.
cool walking around in Vancouver with like a bunch of coins.
That's pretty cool.
And, you know,
I mean, you have a
helps with
weapon
the,
if
like-
someone. You just put them in like a shirt.
Is
not
square
a
supposed to
shirt,
be-
a
is that
sock.
No, you
supposed to be
just
5
just put them in between. Just punch.
No, that was smaller. Sorry, I zoomed all the way
I'm coming
in.
through clearer.
and then-
I can help you. Go up here and push X.
Is that good? Or just zoomed all the way in? I think that's what I did last time.
Wait.
Do you want
So
me to?
go to the corner over there.
Yeah.
Over there. Down there. All the way down. There's a
Mhm.
little arrow, like right there. Click it. You almost.
Mhm.
Almost there.
Up.
Up. That way.
Mhm.
Almost. Yeah.
There.
Click that. And then push Control. And then use the mouse wheel.
Okay. That got
So
us.
each one is 5 feet like this,
And
right?
I can't see my mouse. Yes.
Cool. Go out one tick.
Okay.
Perfect.
'Kay.
That's perfect.
You guys are standing
I'm not getting anywhere near the monstrosity.
next to hideously disfigured dead snake machines
Yep.
who have actually been very much exploded by, I believe, a fireball that was cast.
I exploded them with fire.
Yes, you did. Where are we headed? If you
I
guys
don't
want to place
know.
yourselves.
Oh, I forgot to grab my mini.
I couldn't find your mini.
What do you mean you couldn't find my mini?
Is it over there or is it
Yeah.
over there? It's over there.
There is the way back that you came from after answering a riddle, and there is a long corridor toward you guys. I'm perceiving it as north because that's the way that the map loads visually for me.
Just put me next to you.
Real quick,
Mhm.
I'm gonna check and see if the venoms had any or the snakes had any venom. In,
Okay.
Like, the tops of their mouths or anything like that. Anything.
Yeah, make me
Man, onion rings are so good.
an investigation check.
Okay.
Or no, yes, it would be investigation, sorry.
I like how not only does he truly blend in, but Spencer and I kind of blend in a little bit too. because you went with stone and we're both wearing gray.
Oh, with the background.
We're
Yeah.
wearing
Nice.
Investigation?
long sleeves.
Yes.
13.
We'll just
It's
hide
very
in the
warm.
background.
It's cold at Marshall's where we weren't. Yeah.
And I am rolling with disadvantage because I have the level of exhaustion.
Okay, what was the number?
13.
Okay. You don't find any in the one that was sliced in half, but the one that is crumpled and destroyed, a lot of the gears and bolts have melted, so you can move some of the stuff aside. And you do find a small container with very, very old, it's kind of like an oil on the inside. You can tell that this is in a compartment that led to the fangs.
Alright, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
That doesn't.
Are we just not gonna address Paul the floating head?
We already did.
I didn't realize how
Yes.
well it did it.
Yes.
Oh my god. You are a floating head.
No.
Oh my god.
We just started like, hey everybody, welcome back. This is totally normal. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, Paul did this on purpose.
Actually, it was
Amazing.
by complete accident.
No, Paul,
Incredible.
it was on purpose. And you
I
knew.
almost did that like the second game. I wore a
Oh,
green
yeah.
dress and was like, I have to go back home.
Oops. And then Tim wore a freaking onesie.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was on purpose.
Morph suit.
That was
So
the
you
episode
have-
where he died.
A tiny little chamber of oil. It's mostly dried out. You assume you can maybe get one use out of it,
Okay.
in addition to the assassin's poison that you already have. You're just racking it all up, man. What do you guys do? I
okay.
will. I'm sorry, just to bring it up again. This cave is in complete darkness. Which one of you has the light source?
Light spell.
On
Yeah.
your.
And then I
yes.
had something. What was I using?
Oh,
I
he
got it
gave
like a
you-
flashlight on my shield.
What's the magic item that you gave him?
I gave you my gem of brightness.
That's
Gem
right.
of
But all I
brightness.
know that it can do is be a flashlight.
20
I don't
and
know what
20.
else it
Yes.
does.
It's a flashlight when you say the command word, which I told you.
Yeah.
I need to come up with command words for it. But
Light.
it's better than light. It's 30-30. My
Oh,
light spell is
okay.
20-20.
That's right.
Big light.
That's
Big
not
light.
it. I'll look up some draconic
I was
words
gonna come up
now.
with it then.
Light.
You guys see lining the walls of this chamber and most of the area that you're in now that you've passed
In
through
blue.
that area. It's very dimly lit by your light sources here, and there are pipes and various rusted metal objects that are lining the walls. Some of them seem to loop in and out of the stone itself, and some of them seem to be almost decoratively placed, as if this entire section of the chamber is a long forgotten museum of technology from the future.
Oh boy. Do we know it's like from the future? Like it looks like future tech or something?
You've seen a few artificers and their technology. This looks like, at least some areas of it look like masterwork artificer
Looks like
items.
technology.
Yes,
I
all
think
of
we
this
should
is
meddle with
actually
it.
very interesting. I kind of really want to.
Guys, I found a new cart!
Wait,
What?
this place is supposed to be a test.
Yes.
Perhaps we should not be meddling with the things inside of it. Perhaps that is a part of the test.
Okay, but I'm still totally
Oh.
gonna take this cart.
No. We should come back for all this later.
Oh,
once
yeah,
we've proven
definitely.
ourselves.
We're gonna, like-
We'll be allowed to come back.
There's like war going on and all that other
Well-
stuff, but we're coming back for the cart. I'm gonna get out and walk over.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of parchment real quick,
Mhm.
and while he's walking over, I'm just gonna look at a few of the things on the wall.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick a few indiscriminate ones.
Okay.
And I'm going to do quick like dirty sketches of them.
Okay. You don't quite understand what they are. Some of them resemble some things that you've seen before, and given time poring over your own sketches and drawings, you might be able to decipher what some of these objects are.
Yeah.
So write down 3 depictions of machines.
Okay. Would you want to give them to me?
Uh,
I
you'll-
don't even know what would be up.
Yeah, you'll need to pour over them with other reference material.
Okay,
to
so you're
figure
just
out what they
gonna
are.
just
Yeah.
3 machine depictions,
yeah,
and
you
you'll
wouldn't know what they
you'll
are.
tell me what they are later. Okay.
Mhm.
And this is why I took some of my books with me
Awesome.
from my personal library because I thought I might need that.
All
later.
right, cool.
Some reference materials. So we're just going to continue on then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
Sounds
where
good to
we're
me.
meant to
We
go?
need to, huh?
Do you know where we're meant to go?
The
Oh,
pool of scrying,
The
right?
command word I
Yes.
told you is Eatman.
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 Okay.
Eat men.
So when I pull it up to say Eatman or
All right.
Yeet Man,
It glows once
Glows.
again.
And that never runs out.
And I'll
Cool.
go, oh, there's Perry? Because you're still
Yes.
invisible, right?
Oh,
I am still invisible. We're all still
Yeah.
invisible.
No, it was
No.
I
not
think all
invisible.
three of
You
us
cast a
fell
spell.
out of invisibility.
You.
because
That's
we were in
right. I'm
combat.
staying invisible. I'm gonna stay like this and just try to be the.
We need to find the end of this place.
Yes. Once we
That's the most
find,
important.
we need to find the pool of scrying. And
Right.
Perhaps we can discover where Darius Fleet is with that.
Yes.
We need to find him.
This is the one who needs the
The one
cube.
who supposedly knows more about the Tesseract.
Right. Right. Well, this is a dead end. Shall we turn back?
Yes.
Given that I'm invisible, why don't one of you lead the way?
I will.
okay. I'm going to keep my detailed map open over here. There are 2 chambers. I'm just going to say to the north, that's facing you guys. A branching path to the north. One of them seems a lot thinner, and one of them is the chamber that you came through.
Okay.
Then we go to the one that we haven't.
Yeah,
been
the one that we have.
Okay.
And
This-
I am leading.
Is a very, very long corridor. It's a lot longer than the map, and it's very winding and twisting.
Hey, Paul. Just put me in the back.
Oh, no, I was gonna stay in the back so that if anybody could.
You don't know where I am, so
Actually, that's a good point.
I'll
You
stand.
do, because you have the
Well,
gem
yes,
of
okay.
brightness.
I'll stand in back so no one steps on my heel or anything.
As you guys
Quite
pass further and deeper into this area, cobwebs become thicker and thicker as they're lining all these metallic devices on the walls, and the floor itself becomes metal further back into the chamber. You guys continue walking forward. Who's leading? That would be Elsbeth.
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I'm glad I wasn't leading.
Advantage?
Barbarian, you get advantage.
I do.
Not raging?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Barbarians
It's,
get
danger
advantage on
sense.
dex saves, on things they can see.
Yeah, that's right.
11.
You
Can't see?
you can see it, but you can't identify it because this is a trap.
If I can see it,
I
can
would
have
say no, you can't see it.
8.
Oof. Okay. You take 13 fire damage as a spout releases a huge amount of gas, and another faint electric flicker on the other end of the room pretty much explode the entire section of the chamber that you're in. A small amount of the metal gets singed, as it has been before, but nothing melts.
Jeez, what the heck was that?
Rosalie, wow. Elsbeth turns around with singed eyebrows.
I'm
No.
gonna take my
You
signal.
all
Hey,
right?
Fireboy, you get in the front.
Well, wait, I proposed that I would lead, but then you walked forward.
She told me to lead. I point in a random direction.
Well, don't listen to her.
I
She's
said-
right there.
I said-
As you can clearly see, the gem of brightness is showing us where Perry is for the eighth
I
time.
suggested anyone, just not me.
I can go.
You go. You
Did
go.
the fall, did the
Do I still cast a shadow?
Did it what?
No, I don't think you would.
Sorry, that
Yeah, you're still there.
I'm invisible, but do I still cast a shadow?
Do you-
Because the gem of brightness is in my hand.
I believe with the way that this spell functions, you would not cast a shadow because you manipulate the light waves around you.
Gotcha.
So you basically pretend that they pass through you,
Okay,
and there's no
so it's
shadow.
pretending that I'm not in existence.
Yes.
Okay.
You're just a floating little blob of light.
Yeah. Not even the
Fine by
gem
me.
itself is visible.
Can the fire come from the wall?
Make a wisdom check. You can do perception.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm gonna take my signal whistle off. I'm gonna walk over to near the source of light. I'm gonna give it to Perry. I'm gonna say, Perry, here you go. Signal whistle in case you need help, because we can't see you right now. And if you get stuck, we won't be able to find you.
Oh, she's right there,
There's no
because
one-
you can clearly see the light that she's holding.
What?
I move it, and you see like the
She must be
the,
moving it.
the point of reference changing.
Okay, never mind then. I'll just put the signal.
All right.
It's like dirty 20.
All right. You look around, and using your senses as opposed to your deductive ability, you smell something in the air. There's a shift in the gas and the way that it kind of
Everybody
floats
back
here.
up.
And you look down and you see this small little pressure plate that is very barely defined as it's covered in all these well, not anymore. You see that the gas in this area ignited when she stepped on it and a small spark nearby went off.
Oh, okay.
So they're just for me, but like the room fills with gas, and then when you step on the pressure plate, it like ignites
Yes.
everything. Cool.
Thank you.
Are there any other pressure plates?
Yeah, while you're going, make one more perception check, just as you're continuing forward.
I'm not moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking for other pressure plates
Yeah.
because I don't want to step on them.
Okay. You can look out to 40 feet with the light that you have.
I have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
You said I had dark vision.
Yes, you do. I'm
Okay,
sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
It's cool. 18.
Yeah, you look forward and you don't see. And then you spot one.
Okay.
It's in this wider area of the chamber, just covering these few stepping stones. So if you were to walk around, you could probably avoid them.
Okay. I'm going to tell everybody to step back. I am going to try to mark the path that makes it across.
Okay. It's
'Cause-
actually very easy to do that because the cobwebs here have grown so thick that you are literally pushing through them.
Cool. I will just keep pushing through it all the
Okay.
way. I don't want anybody else to follow. So you guys will be back there.
Do you know what webs mean?
You go further
Spiders.
in. I assume you guys follow suit?
I would like to do something. for
Yes.
these cobwebs.
Mhm.
I want to go through them, and I want to. Sorry, it's a thing with my spells. I just want to double check. Dumb.
Oh my goodness, this is actually really long. Where the hell are you? Is this even the right corridor? There we go. But yeah, what were you going to do with the cobwebs?
Wait, why
This is just for future reference. You aren't going to trigger any more traps till you get there.
Okay.
Wait, did we walk all the way through that?
I assume you're going to. I was just checking where the end of it is.
I want to do something first.
Yes, no, please do that.
Ignore me.
I'm sorry, I just moved the map. Prepared.
Can I?
I'll go back to the chamber.
Can I not use my entire breath weapon? And can I do like a little of like flame, just a little bit, without using it? And shoot a tiny little, like just a little, just a
little spout?
A spark?
Just a little, yeah. Not enough to do any damage.
Okay.
I just want to try to light the cobweb on fire.
Okay. The cobwebs are pretty spaced out, and the way that they burn, they're still thin enough to where it doesn't reach very far on the end.
That doesn't matter. Do they
Yeah.
burn?
Yes, they do.
Ha 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 ha.
You take 10 fire damage as you explode more gas in the area that you avoided triggering and then made the trigger.
Okay. So there's already gas in the room.
In this room, yes.
And
then
the pressure plates do like a
Mhm.
spark. God, okay. I thought the pressure plates would. Never mind.
Mm.
Oopsie, I'm done.
You thought the pressure plates were expelling the
Yeah.
gas.
I don't know how any of this works.
It's awesome.
And
Yeah.
There's cobwebs, not spider webs.
They're all burned away.
Haha.
I don't have hair.
I know, it's just you're steaming.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I am resistant to fire damage. So that's
Awesome,
fine.
yeah. You were the
I
guy
will
to
make
the-
my way all the way down.
All right. All of you follow,
Yes.
and you enter this chamber. If you could place that near the back center of the chamber, or it will be right in the middle. It's a bit larger than that.
Nice.
What? You touched it and it slipped out
I
of my
just
hand.
touched it and didn't grab it.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Whoa, I'm not gonna be up in its face.
The cobwebs eventually kind of get more and more sparse until you enter this room and you see them all in sort of a TP formation around what looks like a mechanical hand. It's, again, a tiny bit larger than that. You'd say about 11 feet tall.
Okay.
I'm gonna blow
And-
my signal whistle.
You do so.
Why are you blowing whistles?
And there's
And
something
in,
there.
In the
We can all
center of the
see.
room, this
Cool.
hand is just making this gesture. And there's a TP of cobwebs around that.
It's making a middle finger.
Yes, it is. There is something in the back of the room that looks like a very large metal box. Give me 1 second to pull up the description. This is a metal box with a black mirror that is facing you on one side. a small glowing symbol that says the word Tony is bouncing across this mirror.
Tony?
Yes.
I'm gonna check out the hand.
Okay. You step forward and approach this very rudely gesturing hand.
Very cautiously.
Wait, before we do anything, we've dealt with this before. Nobody say that name. It may activate something. Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it.
Okay, I won't.
You said it's just like flashing across the room?
It's bouncing
It's-
across. There's this black mirror that you can see.
It's
Is
like
it
the,
like-
the DVD.
It's
Yeah,
a,
that's
it's a
what I thought
fucking
of.
TV, and there's
Yeah,
the
the
DVD
DVD
bouncing.
It's
Yeah.
a screensaver.
Oh, is that actually what? Oh, okay.
So you're stepping.
It's a black mirror.
You're stepping forward.
Yeah. Just a.
I hate this
Well,
game.
yeah.
We
Up
could
to
watch
here.
Black Mirror with this
I'm
Black
gonna
Mirror.
stay 10 feet away from it.
Okay, 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. So I can whip it, but it can't hit me if it has normal range.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
Nice, Jacob.
Yeah, thanks.
14. Okay. You step forward and you hear a very, very faint hum, like a mechanical hum.
Hmm. Hey
Guys.
guys.
You linger within 10 feet of it. You hear clink, 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 kind of like a very similar sound to a roller coaster rising.
Okay, and would it be like
Skipping.
would I connect it to the car turning off that clinking?
You're very far down this chamber, and the echoing seems to come from somewhere in this room.
I mean like
Doesn't
would
sound
it
similar.
like
Oh,
would I
no, it
realize
doesn't.
this is mechanical or this is like a mechanical beast? Of
Yes,
some
you do
sort?
recognize that it's mechanical. It's not exactly the same type of nature that that machine was.
Okay.
Can I walk over to the hand?
I say I'll walk
Yeah.
towards it too.
And can I do this?
Okay, how close do you get when you do?
5 feet.
Okay. What's your AC?
18.
Okay.
No, it's not. Sorry, I don't have Shield of Faith up right now. 16.
16. All right. Incredibly fast, this whole thing just shudders to life as that clinking rapidly rises, as if something just snapped and fell. And it reaches forward and grabs around you, perfectly encapsulating your body in its fist. You take 8 bludgeoning damage,
Ow.
and it is now wrapped around you. Everybody roll initiative for me.
Oh,
What a
okay,
fun
we're fighting
day.
a big hand.
You're
Ooh,
fighting
I
a big hand.
have advantage on these. Ooh, good thing I do.
I
How about
did.
one of your dice? I don't want to roll mine. I don't trust them.
Get the butt.
Clayton.
Wait, 19.
All right. I will try very hard to remember your place in this combat, because for some reason you're cursed to have me forget it. Syndrix.
13.
Okay. Elspeth?
No, 12. Sorry, I have a -1.
14.
So Elsbeth goes before Syndrix. And Perry?
17.
17. Clayton, what was yours again? All right.
Just using my dice.
Top of the round, Clayton, you're first as you see this giant mechanical hand palm and grasp your ally.
Okay.
It
I'm
is
gonna-
slowly lifting him into the air.
My dice
I'm gonna
last time.
take
Oh,
a
okay.
dagger and my whip out. I'm gonna whip it from where I am,
Mhm.
throw the dagger, and a bonus action whip it again.
Miracle.
All right, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, do
There
that.
is a grasping version of the hand.
Oh yeah, this one. So
It's a miracle that my dice
Paul.
weren't strewn across the room.
Okay.
It's a punch hand.
so you whip it first.
That's gonna be the lowest one. So 7, 8, 9. Does 9 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Does 12 hit?
Hey guys.
I was gonna say, does that actually
what?
like?
My dagger is the second
So
attack.
you whip at it, and it just clangs off this. Or no, you miss as it's raising your friend into the air. The whip barely clacks into the air and misses. You throw this dagger, and it clangs against the metal, Does not hit.
And then last attack is a 17 plus 7.
All right, that'll hit. Again with the whip.
Yep, got me.
You reel right back from the clap and then smack it into the hand. Roll that damage, my son.
Okay, that's 4 damage.
And you haven't applied anything to this whip?
Yeah.
It has silver, but that's it.
Okay.
So you're his father, not his
Logan,
cousin?
is there something you're not telling us?
You are all my children.
Oh.
Ooh. Are you our daddy DM? Our daddy
No, I
dungeon
just
master?
Oh,
I
yeah.
stole your birth
Our
certificates.
dungeon daddy?
Oh, that's so
did?
cool.
It's pretty cool for me.
Oh. Dang.
Perry, you see your friend being raised by a mechanical hand and a bunch of cobwebs just falling to the ground around it.
Grabbing me.
What does it look like exactly? Is it like actually a hand? Like,
So there's about a 10-foot, more than human-sized hand. Like proportionally, this thing is a little bit bigger than the hand of a giant. And it is raising Clayton off the ground. You see what looks like a network of mechanisms that attach it to the ground on these like metal rods, as if they were folded kind of like a spring.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of iron and steel.
Oh.
Dang.
It's not little. It's not a white glove.
Oh, like a cartoon glove?
Yeah.
I was
in like a little wind-up
I was gonna
box.
meld into stone.
Oh,
I am you.
that would have been awesome.
Does it look like there's anything like keeping that connected to the ground?
Yes, that
Yes.
network of metal bars.
Metal bars.
You see that they do go a little bit deeper into the ground.
Let's find out if firebolts melt steel beams, I guess.
Hmm.
I'll fire a firebolt at the beams, trying to break it off of its.
All right. Fire bolt, okay.
Yeah, firebolt, not
Yeah.
fireball.
Bye, guys.
I'd like to kill all of my friends.
And I rolled a 27 to hit, assuming it does damage.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Roll that damage.
It does 2d10 fire damage.
And you did 4 to it?
Yeah.
14 fire damage.
Wow.
And I'm trying to melt
Yeah.
the beams, holding it in
You
place.
visibly hinder its movement as
And
this
I
machine sort of like
become
clicks
visible.
and clicks and clicks and then forces past that error. Become invisible?
I become visible.
Oh, yes, you do. You see your friend now.
Oh, hey, Barry.
It is going to.
Name's Perry, not Barry.
He said
gonna
Perry.
You say
Yeet
Perry?
you.
I heard Barry.
So.
Hey Barry. What?
My name's Perry. That's what I said.
How do you want to do where it throws you? Would you like to make some kind of check, or do you think that it's appropriate that it just accomplishes that?
What are you just gonna check me?
Yeah.
I don't know. You do it.
Okay. I'll just do an attack
You
roll then.
want to fight against it throwing me?
Yeah, if you wanted to like
Do you
cling
want
to
to
it or
try to
something.
hold on and not be thrown?
Contesting strength, essentially.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be thrown.
All right. Roll strength. I'll roll again.
I'm pretty strong.
You're strong?
Just strength.
Strong gift.
I'm
Strong gift.
Bastards, too
6.
Oh.
All right.
I'm pretty sir.
It tosses you to the back of that chamber. Can you throw him 30 feet?
Does he
Which
throw,
way?
throw him into the black mirror?
Great D6.
Don't.
Is your kitchen 30 feet?
About.
About, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Just said throw him. Which way?
Away from that screen in the back. And you take 12
Where's the
bludgeoning
screen?
damage. It's in the back of the room.
Over here?
Yeah.
So-
So you're going away from it.
30.
Wait, I'm very confused. Is that not
no,
the
one
front
more.
of the chamber?
My prone?
From where you guys came, yes, you were thrown
Oh,
prone.
okay, gotcha,
I'm prone.
gotcha.
And it is floating on this mechanical
Prone.
thing, kind of.
That's
It
supine.
resembles
No, that's
Master Hand
prone.
in the way that it.
Prone is on your
floats.
stomach.
Elspeth.
It's true.
And everyone puts their minis on their back.
Well,
I'm like, it's
technically, on your stomach
Perry,
is prostate, but
With your
plain
perception,
prostate.
It's prone.
you notice that that mirror in the background has actually changed to a sort of window. Give me 1 second. I wrote
Is
it
it
down.
displaying something?
It does.
Is it playing,
It says DVD.
playing the ads before the movie?
This black mirror completely reforms, and beyond this window, you can see, is a strangely clothed figure pacing in a white room. This room looks about 15 feet by 15 feet wide, like it's a box. And it is pacing back and forth.
Oh.
Odd.
Elsbeth, what are you doing?
I run up to this hand
Okay.
and I rage as a bonus action,
All right.
and I attack it twice with my greatsword.
What?
Hell yeah.
I said, oh, Darkest Dungeon.
Mhm.
I
It's
heard
got
the
good
do
music.
do 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 do, which is.
And I'll
at the end of
reckless
every
attack?
Darkest Dungeon fight.
What's that?
I reckless attack
Okay.
with a 18 and a 20.
The 20 hits. Roll damage. So you're slicing at it twice with a greatsword?
Yes.
Okay.
But only one hits. Sorry, I
Oh.
don't know how to count. But I do know how to count. I was just unsure of my own counting, if that makes any sense at all. 5, 10, 13 slashing damage.
All right. It
All right,
looks
he's
severely
piercing
damaged as you
damage. It's
cut
slashing
into the gears and the metalwork of this hand. You see little sparks and small puffs of smoke that begin to float off of this thing as you've done exceptional damage to it. Syndrix, your head
Oh.
hurts.
Yes.
Can you stand me up? I stand up,
Prostrate?
and I'm gonna look at this stupid hand. There's the window, like
Yes.
the mirror is open to a window that opens up to like a room.
Yeah.
And there's a dude walking around in it.
The only other thing in this room is a small wooden chair.
He's just like pacing, and there's a chair.
Yes.
There's nothing else in the
Lying
room.
in fear flat.
What the heck?
Similar, just prostrate has a more specific.
Is the hand moving at
But
all,
also
other than
less
smacking?
specific
It's
on
floating
how
like
you're
this.
lying.
Right,
Sorry.
but is it like has it moved like that? It's just kind of like.
It
anything
has
getting near it?
flown back and then launched you forward, so it has the ability to generate momentum with the network of little pillars that kind of act like a spring, keeping it.
So I think it could probably just it could go like this.
You assume it does have some reach. You don't know how deep those little, like, metal rods go, so how far it can come out.
I'm trying to.
Kind of like an eel in a hole.
I'm trying to.
Okay, then
Maybe that's not the proper.
I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
Can I get a mini for that?
Where are you casting it? I'll just give you a shield.
Right on his
Guardian.
face. Right there.
All right.
Is it large?
Yep.
What's it do?
It doesn't do anything right now.
That's what Ari had,
Start
right?
of its turn, I
At
assume.
the start of its
With
turn.
a
All right,
golden
Clayton.
eagle and a
Uh,
chicken.
No, it's
Okay, I'm
a
gonna put my
shield
whip
with
away,
a dumb face
take my
and,
longsword out,
a rubber chicken.
and do one attack with my longsword. I'm gonna
Okay.
punch it.
All right. Is the longsword one-handed?
Yes.
All right. Roll those strange attacks.
6 months
Okay.
for a fingernail
You're just
to
using your
grow
entire
from
arsenal
root
with this thing. That's awesome.
to tip. That's gross.
Okay, so,
The
one of
fingernail
them's a natural one.
bit.
I'm gonna make that my sword,
It would have to be, yeah.
and then
Yeah,
the next one's
Oh, okay. You rolled them with the yeah.
a 17.
One of
So
my
I'm
cousins
hit
doesn't
with my
have a
fist.
lot of her
And
fingernails.
there's a reason I
She's
did it like
boring.
that
Mhm.
because as a bonus action, I'm also gonna grapple him. But
All right. You swing upward as you. It's the same motion that you use to put your whip away.
Grapple
It's a
the-
bit disorienting, and this thing just snakes out of the way. And then you throw a fist at it, slams straight into the metal. You've never karate chopped a brick before, and you don't succeed now. Your
Nice.
hand hurts a lot.
oh yeah.
Perry, you're up.
Oof,
Oh,
owie, ouch,
I'm
my
also
bones.
grappling it with my
Oh,
bonus
yeah.
action.
It'll contest.
Did I do any damage to it with my punch?
No.
Okay.
Clanged off its armor.
Clang.
Would I have disadvantage because of exhaustion?
Yes, this is a grappling check.
Okay.
Is it grabbing Clayton?
No, he's grabbing it.
Okay, is it athletics?
For you, it's an attack roll. For it, it's athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so it's 14 plus 4, so 18.
19. I'm so sorry,
Okay.
but you fail, and your turn doesn't feel good. Perry, I'm sorry.
I look back at the screen.
Mhm.
Does it seem to be the person pacing in the window? Does it seem to be looking at us at all? Like paying any attention to the
Roll perception.
carnage?
It's GT Dave in there.
It's just a looping video of
He's
him.
just walking back. He's thinking about kombucha.
Perception?
Yeah.
17.
You think that if he was able to hear you beyond whatever portal this is, he hasn't yet?
Okay. Is it just back and forth?
Yeah.
Not making noise
I know this
yet.
makes sense somehow, but I have not figured it out.
What?
I don't know, like, no, never mind. This has to mean something, and my brain does not know what the fuck this is
Neither do
supposed
I.
to mean.
I'm trying to process it too. Firebolt at the steel beams.
All right, roll them damages again, or roll the attack.
18.
Okay.
Does that hit?
No.
18 does not hit.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, I got it with an 18. It didn't hit.
Saving throws.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
sword
I
is.
mean, I can do
all-
psychic damage to it.
There you go.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
You staying where you are?
Um,
Elsbeth, you're on.
Okay.
No, sorry, it is.
Okay.
Then you're up.
25, 30. I'll go over there.
Me on Dick.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
It is going
You sure
to.
about that?
Oh yeah, it's the start of its turn.
Means make a deck save.
Okay.
Should be
6.
Really,
Awesome. It takes 20 radiant damage as
Oh
the
my
spectral
God.
guardian has a sword and
Oh, that
shield, and it just bashes it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see it reel back like it does the 1 by 1 finger,
Yeah.
and then pulls back. You see and hear the tension begin to rise as it is about to take off Elsbeth's head.
Oh.
And just as it flies forward and rams, your guardian goes like this, and it just slices straight through the fist as it flies.
Awesome.
Gears and metal fly everywhere.
Woo!
I'm just standing there like,
Defeat.
good job, guys.
I love that spectral guardian.
She went like 7 months without knowing.
You can investigate this portal if you'd like
What?
to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sleep.
walk up to it,
All right.
and I would
Oh, it
like
died?
to roll
Yeah, cool.
perception, investigation.
Roll
what would be the
perception just to
proper-
see everything around this.
What?
Crit.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'll message you so I don't.
Yeah, and with what languages do you speak?
Do you really want me to read them all out?
No, I'll
Okay.
say your expert
Cool.
knowledge of
Uh,
dialects. This is something that you're able to decipher.
Okay, cool.
You see a few buttons. You don't understand what these words are and how they relate to these buttons, and you see some symbols. You assume it's to raise or lower something, and you see a button with the word eject. And then you see another button that has a very faint red glow.
Just for reference, now I'll
Mhm.
say. No one, I'm gonna press the raise button, just like a quick press, and see what
Okay.
happens. I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Infernal, Primordial, and Undercommon. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just like tap it really quick and see what happens.
All right.
Nobody
You
does
tap it,
this.
and
I like
something
to-
appears as if it's floating on the surface of this window, and you see a little bar appear, and you can hear now, coming from this portal, the echo of the footsteps of this person that's pacing.
What'd you do?
I think to put it in perspective, I think I essentially like opened the window. It's like you couldn't hear it because it wasn't open yet, and now it's open.
Okay. I think I completely understand
if it
you.
says
I'm gonna
anything.
try to walk into the window.
Wait, no. I'm
Not
still-
hard, just like
Yeah, it's not exactly large enough for you
It's
to just
pretty
step in,
small.
and it's elevated a bit off the ground. It's about that large, and like maybe that
Not like fully
high.
open.
Okay.
You reach forward, and your hands press against what feels like a barrier.
Well, I thought you said it was open.
I said in perspective.
As you continue to
There's much more
investigate
going
this
on
thing,
here, some that I don't understand.
you look around the back and you see interesting little vents, and you hear some whirring coming from the inside, and you see a panel. Do you want to open the panel?
I'm more curious to see if the being does anything other than pace back and forth forever.
Okay.
I go up to the glass.
Mm-hmm.
I go.
It feels strange, as if it's a very thick, like barrier, and it echoes as if you're tapping a wine glass.
No.
Is it just an illusion?
Don't know if you can hear us. It might be an illusion.
Strange.
If you give me a moment, I can check. Actually, as a ritual, just please don't touch it while I'm doing this. This might actually answer a lot of our questions. As a ritual, I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm gonna take out my low tuning fork and put it right next to it. Just so that.
I can only do one item. at a
Oh,
time.
okay, never mind. Then
All
I'm
right.
gonna put it back.
And I'm going to attempt to identify any magic
Mhm.
within the.
If you could read the.
You choose one
specifics of-
object that you must touch with the casting of the spell. It's going to take me 10 minutes because I'm casting it as a ritual.
Okay.
If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it. If you instead touch a creature, you learn what spells, if any, occur. I did not know that.
What?
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Oh, that's really cool. Sorry, it apparently is not. Is banishment the 9th level spell?
No.
It's,
No.
it's like 3rd level.
I'm sorry. Imprisonment, I believe. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
That's a spell.
I'm trying to
Yes,
look for
I
it.
love that spell.
Yeah, it's the one that can
Um,
essentially permanently put a soul in or a body in stasis.
Oh wow.
That's a
Wait,
spell?
do you mean in stasis?
Insane.
Because that's
No.
that's not.
It's what
Or like they
Lich-
don't age, or.
It's what Lich used to put souls into its phylactery, and it's what creates Afridi bottles.
Then it's imprisonment. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to look up the exact name of this spell because you would figure out that that's affecting something inside this device.
While
They use
that's
spells to create their
Yeah,
DVDs.
imprisonment.
Do I know the details of this spell? Or do I simply know
You
the name?
understand the specific conditions that this spell was used under.
Sphinx tried to use it.
There is a device that has a prisoner inside. You don't know the prisoner and you're not aware of why they were imprisoned here or placed in the back of a mending museum guarded by a mechanical hand. But this is essentially an alteration of minimus containment, where they are placed mentally inside of this device, this little thing that is holding this person, and constantly relayed and monitored using whatever this device is. This seems to be some sort of mechanical, non-magical device, which is insane, that has its own minor...
It's replicating magic.
Yes, it's replicating magic.
Okay.
It seems this is, you can tell that the way that this machine functions is it only allows you to view or scry on what is placed into it, and whatever's placed into it has some strange alien-like formatting.
So it has a property.
But there's a soul inside that device that's placed into it. If you were to press eject, you would have it.
Press eject.
Okay. The screen winks out completely, and you hear that noise that the screen makes when it turns off. And then, after a couple of whirring and seconds, a small little plate, it looks like a stone slab, slides out of this, below this mirror, and falls to the ground.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
So I think there's a person trapped inside of this.
oh.
I like the way that you explain that, actually. That's pretty good.
Do we have a copy of Shrek 2 now?
No, it's Shrek Forever After.
Got it.
It's the fourth
Oh,
one.
God.
Um,
Do you know they're making a new one? They're like rebooting the series.
Don't tell me that.
Don't do that. Don't give me hope.
Perry.
Yes?
Oof.
If I break this, will it free them?
I don't believe so.
I don't think
Okay,
it would.
then
Do
I
you think it's
won't
trapped
touch it.
inside that disc?
Can you
Yes. If you give me some time.
You're familiar with the spell enough, especially with the way that you've scholared pretty much tirelessly
Everything.
with every book. Yeah. You know that whoever cast this spell to put this person here has a way to release them.
Would dispel magic suffice? Or would I just
Doom
Doom him.
kill the person? Because it would end the magical effect, but I'm not sure if ending the magical effect means that the person ceases to
Ending
exist.
the magical effect, you wouldn't be able to deduce. So whatever you believe happens is what you think.
So either we have to find the person who cast the spell, which I don't know how we would possibly ever do that, or I could attempt to dispel it tomorrow. I could prepare the spell. However, there's a 50-50 chance of it freeing them or killing them. I'm not sure which it would do.
I'm sorry, but I have a question.
Sure.
Why? Why do any of this? Does it matter?
Honestly, I have
Might
no
save
idea
a
if the
life.
person matters, but if you're looking for like a good or
I'm also
bad
very
reason
curious as to what this actually is.
Well, if they're
We have
trapped,
not even explored
if
the
they're
rest of this
trapped in
place.
there, it might be for good reason.
But here's a
It's
good
also
idea.
true.
We're literally looking for a pool of scrying.
We
We
are
could just
looking
use
for-
that to find the person who cast the spell.
I think I would
Still
need to
don't
know the
think it
name.
doesn't matter.
Wait, what? Didn't the turtle say you just needed to think of something? Or would you still need to know the name?
I would like. I assume we would need to at least have a basic idea of what we're trying to look at.
He
I can't just
simply
say.
told you to locate it,
I have a question.
and that he will help you.
Is this pool of scrying, is it, is it more different? Is it, what does it do?
Well, typically, scrying is a spell that you would cast using a crystal orb of some sort. But I've never heard of a pool of scrying.
It's very, very rarely taught.
And
Spell isn't
old-
well kept.
old
Is it
magic.
different from
Yes.
a regular scrying?
I believe so. I think
Like-
basically we could look in it. I believe I could just say the words Darius Fleet, and it would show me where he is.
Usually you have to like have a piece of hair or like.
I can cast scrying.
You can cast it.
I could, tomorrow.
Alright. If we don't find the pool, or the pool fails, then that's also an option. We could also learn what the Black Knights are doing, perhaps. If this works as I think it would, we could scry on basically anyone. If you had family that you cared
Well,
about,
that is very
you could
useful.
see what they're doing.
Just kidding. Actually, I just leveled up, and I always have scrying prepared.
Holy crap.
I got it at
Literally at level 9, like clerics always get scrying prepared.
Okay.
Do you have the crystal orb?
Nope. I need a focus worth at least 1,000 gold, such as a crystal ball, a silver mirror, or a font filled with holy water.
Why would you carry
So,
around
can't
that?
cast it. Need that.
Okay. So
what
that's our
was it?
backup plan.
I did not know that.
You look behind the TV
Yeah.
and see a price tag for resale value set at 1,000 gold.
Are you serious?
No.
I go to the TV and I use it.
You need to feel it with holy
I've,
water.
I will say I've only got about 50 gold on me right now. Most of my possessions are in books, and most of my books are at my home, which I assume has been raided.
I'm gonna take
So-
out a steel mirror
You sh-
and I'll be like, "Does this work?" It's like a small steel mirror.
That looks like it's worth a
Was
couple
this
of
worth
silver.
1,000 gold?
No, it was actually worth
Looks like it's a couple of silver.
like not very much.
Like a silver piece?
Yeah, like
Maybe
five.
a few copper?
Like
Not
five,
gonna work.
five copper.
Needs to be very, very
Ornate.
powerful. Ornate.
Anyways, let's continue. I'll hold on to this disc, or if one of you would like to, and then we can determine what to do with it. Maybe our turtle friend, whose name?
Darius might know
I can
how
hold on to that and I'll
to,
put it in this.
Darius
pouch
might
in my
know.
bag.
You took the disc.
It's in my bag.
Okay.
Oh, I'm stupid. That is. That's cool. That's what you use.
Yeah.
You look into the orb, or you look into the mirror, or
Yeah.
you look into the pool of water, and that's how you.
That's why I
Yeah.
said for scrying, you
Yeah,
typically
that's
grab an
awesome.
orb.
Yeah,
And you
I
gave
didn't
me
even
so
realize
much
that.
shit when I was like, "Can I go find a crystal ball worth 1,000 gold?" And you were like, "Why? Yeah, you just find it." I'm like, "Oh, I need it."
They do it in Lord of the Rings with that pool.
With the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
elven lady.
that's the. There's also the Palantir.
yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Don't touch it.
You guys have stolen a prisoner.
Spay it.
All right. Let's find this pool.
That is the
Can we? Yeah.
weirdest
I'd like to
phrase I've
find the
ever
pool.
heard.
And I'm gonna start walking.
After getting a VHS tape from it.
I'm gonna walk all the way back, make sure we don't step on any pressure plates, and
Wait, is it a
find a way we
VHS or is
haven't
it a
done it.
DVD? It doesn't matter.
It seems like a metallic slab.
Okay, so it's a DVD.
Well, that's it.
Tarlong might know what to do with that.
Did you say there's a chest as well?
Who?
No.
Our turtle friend, who
Is
is
this time?
Tarlong. That's what I have. Tarlong of the Mending.
Oh.
I thought his name was like
Oogway.
Pickles or something. No, I don't know.
Pickles?
Tarlong is your anonymous contact, or rather distant contact. He's someone that very rarely ever contacts you, and he's the one who told you to follow them. Dustanut is the
There's
rock turtle.
Dusty Nuts is the other guy.
Yeah, Dusty Nut.
Dustanut.
Okay. Can we start making our
He
way-
doesn't know his name sounds stupid. He thinks it's Dustanut.
Oh, Dusty
Dun, dun, dun,
Nut.
dun. Dun,
What were you
dun,
doing?
dun, dun, dun.
Make our way back to the room with all the stone people?
Okay.
Hey Jacob, did you know there's a spell that can you make a font of holy water? You want to have a problem about it? You need 1,000 gold.
No, I need a font that's worth 1,000
Yeah, you
gold
can make
with
one.
holy water
You can
in it.
make one with 1,000 gold.
I can't make a font. I can make holy water.
That's the joke. Okay.
You guys return after passing through winding halls for a while, and you enter the chamber with suits of armor, but the ones that you destroyed seem to have reassembled themselves.
Gosh.
I'll just run through this room.
And you see...
Does it look like, just because, does it look like armor, like our kind, like medieval armor?
Yes, it does.
Okay, alright.
You've seen some of these suits in, like, depictions of other militaries and stuff.
Okay, I didn't want to know if it was like,
Androids or something?
yeah.
No, the Army, the U.S. Navy.
Yeah.
The U.S. Navy got it.
No, they
Okay.
look like Iron Man suits.
Oh my god, it's Robert Downey Jr.
You hear a whirring sound. It's coming from its chest.
Haha, Syndrix, your girlfriend's awesome.
I want to go.
It's alright, you can leave. There are
I'm stuck.
3 other ways.
Hi, stuff.
There are 3 other ways you can go. One to the south. There's one further up north that you ignored that had that thin fog and a few mushrooms lining the sides.
Oh,
And then-
yeah, mushroom corridor. Let's go.
So you want to go back up? There are 2 other ways you can go.
Mushrooms. Let's go.
All right. You guys head north again and turn just away from the entry with that little field of drowsiness. And you pass through this thin fog. Some of the mushrooms here, as you didn't notice at first, are glowing faintly. These aren't the ones that you picked up before.
I know. I'm gonna pick them up just in case.
All right, you grab a couple of them, and they puff outward. I need everyone in entering and passing through this area to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yay!
Do you have disadvantage with those being exhausted, or is it
No.
just
My
checks?
saving throws. You don't have disadvantage.
It's more that you're making me.
He has
Oh,
2
make a-
layers, or 2 levels.
No, I only had one because.
That's right, okay.
It's more that you're making me make a charisma saving throw. Luckily, I
Oh,
actually.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah, everyone's really bad at it.
Yeah, this entire party is just like, oh, a charisma saving throw? Well, we're fucked.
Okay, Clayton,
12.
Syndrix.
Charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elspeth?
You're
5.
the only one with a good
And-
charisma save.
16, got that -1.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
I rolled a 17.
Oh my god, I actually have a good charisma save. 16.
Hey, we both got 16s, buddy.
Nice.
You both meet it and beat it.
Yeah.
Yes!
I gotta move you guys over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we don't have this guy anymore. He's gone.
No, he gone.
Poor
He killed a
guy.
hand.
That thing can't follow you, can it?
Nope, it stays in one place.
Forget that that's.
That's the limit with it. It's like, it's right there and it'll do 60 damage every turn if you fail a dex save, or 10, but then it's gone after it does 60 and it can't move.
Unless Jacob is cool.
Unless you read your spell wrong, think it's cool, take it, and then get whiny when it doesn't work the way that it's supposed to.
Alright.
Just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you too, dude.
Just kidding.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You said that 16 was beat it? So
Yeah.
what happens to me and Elizabeth?
Can you place
Elspeth.
these around
Ah,
the chamber?
Darn it.
Elizabeth Els.
One behind them.
As Lelbeth.
Beth Els.
One behind them, 2 of them on either
The
sides.
cells. Ah!
Ah!
There's just Umber Hulks? Okay, and a lion and a bear.
Lions and tigers and
Ah, a
Umber
lion!
Hulks.
Ah.
Can
Oh my!
everybody roll initiative for me?
All of us?
Yes.
Logan, I don't want to roll initiative.
Oh, I have
You
advantage.
actually don't have to worry about it.
Huh?
Is
Oh, cool. I didn't
Wait,
want
do
to
I not need to worry about it either?
You should still roll initiative.
Okay. Well, I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
15?
I think you and I are fine and they're not, and that's really bad.
Okay. Elspeth?
18.
Syndrix?
15.
Okay.
Sorry, I forget I have a -1, not a +1.
Yeah, so Clayton, you'll go
Jacob,
before.
I've already seen this.
I hate
Have
it.
you?
I hate
Yes.
I
You sent me to the
That's what
subreddit.
we were referencing. You didn't get it.
And Perry.
Sure, natural.
Oh, that's right.
Natural one.
As you guys are passing through this
That's right.
chamber with thick, thick fog and smoke that rolls out, as you pick these mushrooms up, you realize that, wait, these could be spores floating through the air. Maybe it's not fog. And you see, as both of you, your vision begins to kind of twist, and everything around you becomes more vibrant. Those small little faintly blue mushrooms are now glowing a very bright baby blue. Your friends seem to shift and warp ever so slightly as your perception is pretty much stolen from you. And coalescing in this fog as it thins only for the two of you. The rest of you, everything around you is obscured out to 5 feet. So the two of you.
Oh.
You see
So
three.
they can't see more than 5 feet, or we can't?
They can, you can't.
Okay.
You see bears that weren't there before, but they've always been there. And they're very fucking angry. So they're going to attack you.
Guys, there's bears.
Can you move them all toward
Right there, there's a
either
bear.
the two of you?
I
Huh?
don't see what you're talking about.
Is this a surprise round?
Yes.
I can't be surprised.
Okay, they still are top of the round for they're a 20.
Okay.
So move them toward
They-
you two.
They still get the surprise round on Cindrix, unfortunately.
They're not going to attack Perry or Cindrix. And
So
they
move it.
are...
Sorry, on Elsbeth. Basically what happens, so just so you know, is they still get the surprise round, but during the surprise round, you also get your action.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And for the sake of you two that are standing in the way, they are incorporeal and can move through you. They're going to attack. Give me one quick second. The first one is going to attack you, Clayton. Gets a 14
It does not hit.
and a 19.
That does it.
You take 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, psychic damage. And the other one is going to attack you. The one that's coming around the back, Elsbeth, is going to attack you with a 21 and an 11.
There's not one by me. Oh, that
Yeah.
one.
You take 9 psychic damage as it bites into you. Your arm feels like it's bleeding. Now we're going down. Sorry, I won't do a surprise round. So, Elsbeth.
I turn around.
Okay. misspoke,
And
I'm
I
sorry.
will.
Yeah, there's a big bear that has your arm in a vice.
Ow.
For the two of you, your friends look like they're being attacked by nothing. They're like screaming, fighting, pulling out their swords. It's disorienting to you.
What's going on?
I told you they're bears.
There's nothing. You're seeing things.
I attack the bear behind me.
All right. Roll those attack.
That's a 18.
Okay.
Wait, no, more than that. Sorry.
It hits.
And then 12.
Okay. Is your attack magical?
Yes.
Okay. They both hit. Yeah. Roll damage.
Uh, 18 damage.
18 damage? Okay. You cut into this magical bear, and you see as its hide is rended apart. You very visibly damaged it. Clayton, you're up.
Oh wait,
You have
I
two
raged,
grumpy bears.
so 21 damage. Sorry.
Quick question.
So 3 more.
Okay.
Can I make an intelligence check real quick to see if I would know if it's poisonous mushrooms that are causing all this?
Yeah, make it with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. I don't. So
No.
I'm gonna hit it a lot.
You're also in a bit of a stasis.
Okay, that's true. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna attack this one 3 times.
Okay. Make them attacks. What are
Yeah,
you attacking
all
it with?
My whip.
Okay. It is only silvered, right? It's not magical?
It is magical. It's a magic weapon.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the
That's
weapon
right.
warning.
Okay, cool.
And I am gonna take a dagger out my left hand only for blocking
Okay.
purposes.
Yeah.
Because now my armor class is 18.
So you're whipping it 3 times?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
If I could put it over something, that'd be cool.
One.
Oh,
That's good. All right, so it's the lowest one is 18 to hit.
18, that hits. Roll all that damage.
Okay.
but like,
you call that D&D
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus
why is there stuff like this?
9, 17 points of damage.
17. All right. Oops, sorry. I say to myself. That's actually really good. Syndrix, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, God. 2.
Your friend pulls out his whip and a dagger and holds the dagger to his chest defensively, flails this whip around frantically. You have no idea what he's attacking.
Okay.
Roll a d4 for me, because I can't get this shit out of here because it's metal and my fingers keep
So
slipping.
I was going to do this already, but now I'm going to do it because he's attacking me.
Your turn is up next, but yeah, if you
It's
want
my
to.
reaction.
Okay, cool.
It's my, it's one of my channeled divinity things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, awesome.
I
What's
blind
your-
him.
No!
I basically have like a flash grenade I
Okay.
can use on people who attack me. And
What's
I'm
that?
figuring they're seeing things, so he was gonna do it
Yeah.
anyways. But now that he's actually attacking me, he does the warding flare, and just shoots his eyes full of light.
Okay.
He has to make a. Oh no, sorry.
Probably unplug it.
It doesn't blind him; it gives a disadvantage on the attack roll,
Yeah.
which I guess wouldn't do anything because he's just automatically hitting me, right?
Yeah, well, with your, it's a saving throw. This is very
Oh.
unexpected.
Got it. Then never mind.
Okay.
It's not gonna do shit.
You take 2 piercing damage
Ow.
as he smacks into you, flailing his stuff around. It's your turn.
Okay, cool. So
They
I'm
both
going
look
to.
like they're in a lot of pain.
Do I notice the spores?
You know that there's fog around you, and you know it's very hard to see around you.
So Syndrix is
Roll investigation.
He's relatively intelligent. It's his wisdom that's going to get him through this.
Oh,
There's
okay.
fog. He doesn't know if it's spores or anything. It could be magic. It could be whatever. He thinks it's affecting them. Is that reasonable to think?
Yes, it's very reasonable to think that something is affecting them.
Okay.
You can assume that it's a spell, but I'll say
Fire cleanses most things.
okay.
I'm going to I'm going to be weird with this spell because I want to see if you'll let me do it. I want to cast Flaming Sphere.
Oh my god.
Flaming Sphere is literally a
Yeah.
ball of fire. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and you can like move it into
kinda
people.
big, too.
I want to spin it around us
Okay.
in order to like get the air to rise because
Yeah.
heat rises
Mhm.
and burn anything that's around in the area.
Okay. What does it do? Any damage on targets that
It
it
does
hits?
do damage if it hits a target.
Okay. What's the
I can
damage?
slam it into creatures and it'll stop if it hits a creature.
Yeah.
But I don't. They're not real, are they?
Roll the damage die.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh my
Just
gosh,
2d6.
are they invisible and you can't notice them unless you get affected by mushrooms?
It's
a little
6
bit
fire
different.
damage.
6 fire damage. All right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Grandma Good
Okay.
Shit has to come find this stuff.
Oh yeah. She's like, fuck yeah, fake bear juice. Yeah. So you can create it and move it on the same turn.
As a bonus action, I can move it.
Okay. You create this little ball of fire, and it begins spinning rapidly around you and your allies.
Awesome.
The two of you, seeing this ball of fire flying out of the fog and the smoke, the way that your perception works in this situation, it benefits you. You see it slam into each and every one of the bears, and they all now have a singed area on their skin.
I'm trying to get rid of the vapors.
You
Perry,
get rid of the bears.
There's no bears.
I don't
They've got
know
the
if I can do
vapors.
much about that. I don't think I have any way to get rid of stuff, but I can make it harder for you to accidentally
You
hit.
can cast illusions, but you can't get rid of them.
I could get rid of an illusion. I can't get rid of vapors. I'm going to create my own illusion,
okay.
and I'm going to.
What's this illusion? Could you
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to yell out to you guys. Say, where are the bears?
Right behind me. There's
I'll
one
be
behind
I'm
me.
fighting two of
Right
them.
behind.
That's awesome.
Right behind is all I
Right
need.
behind you too. You don't see it.
No, I don't.
You don't.
And I am
Nah.
going to
Nah.
cast.
Thanks, Lord Eridos, for the $5 from
Butts.
Canada that just says butts. Means a
Yeah.
lot to
I
us.
like butts.
I
Lots of
really,
butts.
I really like that Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Both the
All right,
butt
I'm
poke
my
gonna
last
try
name.
something. I'm
That's
going
fine.
to cast Major Illusion. And
Okay.
I'm going to create a wall
Mm-hmm.
directly behind the two of us,
Okay.
attempting to block this
Tell
imaginary
me how the spell
bear.
functions.
You create the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 20-foot cube. I'll just spread it across. It's
Okay.
20 foot across. The image appears at a spot you can see within range and lasts for the duration. It seems completely real, including sounds, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing
Wow. It's
depicted.
a high level spell.
It's 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
You can't create sufficient heat or cold to cause damage, a sound loud enough to deal thunder damage, or deafen a creature or smell, so I can't do damage with it.
Yeah, of course.
As long as you are within range of the illusion, I can use my action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range. As the image changes location, I can alter its appearance so that it seems natural.
And you're just
Um,
making a wall?
I'm creating a wall in an attempt to help Elsbeth think that I have blocked off the bear
All
that
right.
she claims exists.
She automatically believes it. There is a wall that just appeared in the same fashion that the bears did. Between you and one of the bears, you look over and see two that your good friend Clayton is fighting.
Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion
course.
because things pass through it. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine it is an illusion with a successful intelligence check against my spell save DC.
I need both of you to make that saving throw again.
Against the bears?
Yes. Well, just, yeah.
12. Oh, wait.
Oh, is it charisma?
Yeah.
11.
Oh, gosh darn it. What was it? 5.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Elspeth, your turn.
I don't see the bear anymore?
Not the one behind you. There's a wall in the way.
Okay. I go.
You can throw up the wall of fire over there, just for clarity. It's right below that wood.
I'll
between
flip
you guys.
the. No.
Oh, there you go.
No.
What?
No.
Do you have trauma
The
tied
ice
to
walls.
it?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Just use the ice walls.
We got our ass kicked by ice walls last night.
They
I go
hate
up to
ice walls.
the lion
Oh, cool.
mini.
Okay.
And I attack it twice.
Roll them attacks.
Oh, cool. They used ice walls. Or oh, cool. They hate ice walls.
Oh, cool. You used them.
Yeah.
2
We'll
12s.
just, I know the tonator chamber. A couple of 12s.
Yep.
They both meet it and beat it. Roll damage.
Okay, yes.
This is the lion one. Which one have you been attacking?
I've been attacking the left one, the bear one.
Okay, cool.
10, 15, 18 damage.
All right.
Oh, and I will invoke the storm aura, so that is 2 more d6, I think. Let me check really quick. Storm aura.
If you could describe how Storm Aura works too.
Storm aura is you gain a 10 feet aura effect when you start your rage and as a bonus action on each of your turns. So last round I entered my rage, so now as a bonus action I can
Yes.
just activate it. When activated, one creature of your choice in the aura takes lightning damage.
Oh, one. Okay, cool.
Oh, he need to make a dex save. Sorry, I haven't been playing. So can the lion make a dex save of 15?
Yes. Maybe 14.
wow.
So he takes
He takes
5
some
lightning damage.
5. Oh. Okay.
So that was 18 and then another
I got
5.
it. Oof. Yeah, it does not look good. Its hair is matted and thickly coated with blood. Clayton,
Okay.
they
I'm
both
gonna-
look like shit.
I'm gonna attack the one Elizabeth.
Elspeth.
Or Elizabeth. Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Remember,
I'm
no I.
gonna get it right.
There's
by
no
the end of the
I.
stream.
There's no I in team.
Elizabeth. Okay. Thank you. That'll help. I'm gonna attack the lion once with my whip,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it right now to see if it hits. 16 plus 7.
16 plus
Is
7.
an I in loser?
That hits roll damage?
So there's an
Okay.
L in loser.
Or,
Oh.
yeah.
There's no I in team, but
4.
there's an L in loser.
7 points of damage.
And you're attacking the one you've been consistently
It was a
attacking?
bad-
I'm attacking the lion right now. The one
Okay.
that Elizabeth
Yeah.
is attacking. And I'm gonna
Hey.
run around because I have mobile feet, so he doesn't get an
Don't-
opportunity to
Awesome.
attack.
How much damage was it again?
7 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, it looks terrible. Very near death.
Okay, and then
And that's the lion.
as I get on the other side, I'm gonna attack it 2 more times with my whip. Or
Okay.
with my whip and then a dagger.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Do I have advantage? Because I'm flanking.
Flanking. Yeah. No, not the way that this specific
I'm gonna
encounter
say
works.
yes. Flank the non-existent creatures.
No.
Okay, so
Well, you could perceive the advantage, and then because they're a part of your mind.
That's true.
My whip misses, but my dagger hits. But my dagger is not magical.
Yep,
It's a
the
normal
whip
dagger.
clacks and just completely misses this thing. You sweep through it, and you're like, what? Did the hilt disappear? Like, you feel as though your dagger just failed to touch it. Going down the line further.
Oh, you should also know
Syndrix.
major image is concentration.
Okay.
I, as a bonus action, continue focusing on the sphere.
Okay. Roll the damage die again.
I can. That is a 2. That's my feet, and 7.
Okay.
If I ever do fire damage, and if it's a 1, it's treated as a 2.
Your heroic ally, Syndrix, destroys one of the bears. If you could
I don't know what I'm doing.
get this fucking shit out of here.
And then, as my action, because clerics are awesome, you can just combo shit all the
Okay.
time.
Oh yeah.
I look over and I say, "Did that work?"
I don't know. Just keep going until they say they're
Okay.
gone.
Good job, Syndrix.
Did one of them
Am I
die?
doing
The
something?
lion one did, yeah.
Yeah, you killed the bear. One of the bears is dead.
Where's the bear?
It's gone. It's right here, dead on the floor.
It's right in front of us. Can you not see it? It's like
Right in front of you.
Okay.
I pull back.
It's right in front of you, Clayton.
It's in between me and Elsbeth.
The dead one is.
Where's the alive one?
To my right.
Your left.
Roll percentage.
Is the percentage how mad he is at
50.
Or yeah.
All right. You exhale.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Mhm.
I'm doing my breath weapon. It needs to make a dex save.
I will be willing to make a dex save.
I'll say that, yeah, it would hit both Clayton and it.
Oops.
It's fine.
Just in that moment of hesitation, you're like, which way? Ah.
Like it's coming out, guys. It's coming. Which way is it?
Yeah. And dex save, what does it have to be? Yeah, it's 11. So,
Okay, cool.
no.
What does it have to be?
15.
I got 13.
It's 2. So it's 5 fire damage.
Syndrix,
All right then.
you're an incredible angel. And you've killed 2 bears that don't exist.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Good.
And then I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Good job, Syndrix."
Is this spinning
With, like, a
ball?
little bit singe on me.
You guys are crazy.
Can you guys make that save for me one more time?
Oh yeah.
Please.
Nope.
You don't have disadvantage on saving throws.
I keep forgetting.
So just reroll.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
It's fine.
What'd you get, Elspeth?
2.
Okay.
2.
9.
Yeah,
Well,
you
luckily-
guys are bad at it. Both of you are a little lightheaded. You will be poisoned for the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't that do a disadvantage on ability
Everything.
checks?
Yeah, so it'll give you a -5.
Can I
Damn.
take an antitoxin?
This place is mean. No, because they only work before.
Fun fact about antitoxins
Is
they suck
and
dick.
don't buy them. Yeah, that's a fun fact.
Legitimately, antitoxins are only
What?
good if you're going into a fight where you know you're going to need to resist poison. It's like, I know in the next minute I'm going to need to resist poison damage, so I will take an antitoxin, and that's the only way they're good. Because they only take effect if you take it before the poison.
Okay.
As long as you take it before.
I'll probably be able to use that actually later on.
Okay.
So that'll be useful, but not right now.
Are we out of combat?
Yes, you guys are out of combat. And as all of these spores are kind of burned away and dissipate, the fog is now very thin and you can see around you. And you see approaching you what look like 2 tiny little mushrooms
Oh my god.
that are walking. It's not something you've seen before.
Can I make an insight check to see if they look malicious?
Yes.
And can I also make an insight check to put together that they're
That's
the
20.
ones that...
It's a mushroom and doesn't have a face. But I'll say,
It doesn't have a face.
with its gait, the way that it's kind of walking, and its size, you can very easily deduce that you could kill it if you wanted to. And it wouldn't be hard to do that.
Yeah, that's not what I care about. I know I can kill it. I'm wondering, should I kill it?
He's wondering, are these things gonna try to murder me?
Its intent is very difficult to decipher because it is a
What are you
plant-like
doing?
creature. It's just kind of walking forward very slowly.
Stop.
It has like a toddler-esque
It looks like a baby.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Can I connect it to my change in visuals and all this other stuff? Can I like put together, oh, we walked into a cavern with mushrooms all on the floor, started seeing stuff that other people couldn't see, and now there's a giant walking mushroom.
It's a small mushroom.
Well, relatively giant mushroom.
I'll say yeah.
Hello there.
You can put that to its mind. And something else, as these effects are still very much intact, the both of you see this tiny little gent. He looks delicious. Amazingly delicious. And he walks forward.
I'm gonna eat him and I'm gonna pull my sword out.
He continues walking as
Nope,
if
it's a baby.
it's trying to reach you.
It's a baby.
It stands
Okay.
in the middle of all of you. And this little puff of smoke just into all of you, and you feel your mind slightly change. And you hear 2 words as it continues to walk. I'm sorry. That's where we're going to take our break. Are you guys going to kill it?
Yeah, I'm totally
I
gonna
don't
kill
want
it.
to.
All right, you kind of look around, and they're not looking at you. You just stake it with your dagger.
No! Why did you kill it?
No, wait, is the fireball still around?
Yes.
I'm gonna stab it onto my sword.
Oh my
god! I'm gonna roast it.
You hear it scream. Everyone hears screaming in their heads as a tiny mushroom.
I cast hold person on Clayton.
Okay.
Hey, one, it looks delicious, and 2, I'm pretty sure it's the reason we fought bears.
It's a person.
It's a mushroom.
Make a saving throw.
Okay. Well,
It's a wisdom
Hey,
save.
Syndrix, I would really like some dragon for dinner.
Oh no, I failed.
I walk over to Clayton.
Is it still screaming?
The screaming dies out. It's this tiny mushroom on
paralyzed.
your dagger.
How much health do you have? I want to hit him over the head with my shield.
Okay.
Bam! Just shield
clang.
bash.
You can do 1 damage or 1d4.
It's a crit because he's paralyzed.
Oh. And yeah, you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Fun fact about my armor, I don't have critical hits.
Oh, he's wearing fucking
Adamantine?
adamantine armor.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have adamantine half plate.
Yeah.
All right.
You have adamantine half plate?
Yeah.
It's like 10,000 gold armor.
Wait, didn't we get
Jesus.
the magic?
We got one
Item
magic
for
item
the
of
bear.
a certain rarity. So
One. Oh wait.
Oh wait, half, not full. Never mind.
full plate is-
Never mind.
Should I
full,
have that?
full plate is like 10,000 gold.
We'll
probably.
discuss it after the game.
Okay.
But
Half
for the
plate-
sake of
half
it,
plate's
take
not
one
that
damage.
bad.
Well,
Half plate's
regardless,
actually
I
not
think
that
you
bad.
take 3 damage.
You take 3 damage.
Oh, okay.
It hurts a lot. And it brings a bit of clarity with it. As your brain's rattled, your clarity is raised a bit. It doesn't look as tasty as it did before, but it looks very dead.
Oh, okay. Did the mushroom stuff in the fog like die down at all?
Yeah, the rest of the fog did. He burned it away.
Oh.
So now we're gonna go on break. We do have that thing prepared for chat that we usually have, and we'll come back in 10 minutes, I'll say. Is that good for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 10 minutes to put your answer. Well, we'll go like 8 minutes to put your answer in. So be clever with this, and we will vote in our own chat, whichever one's the best.
So, for those of you that are unaware,
Yeah, if you'd like
we're
to.
going to post a Quiplash-like topic, a quote with a blank, fill in your funniest answer, and the winner will get a $120 tier of the Grim Hollow Kickstarter,
Woo.
which is a
Grim
Grimdark.
Dark campaign fantasy setting. It's got the core. It's got a lot of options and really cool stuff for 5e campaign settings.
Yep.
Jacob's recorded a few ads for this.
Yeah,
So.
I have too. We have the link right there in the description if you guys want to check out exactly what they have available and what you're getting. It'll help visualize it as they actually have a picture of the flag or the banister that they offer. That's part of this tier. And our little prompt, our Quiplash question of the day is blank. It's the wizard's choice.
Just a reminder, we will only accept your first answer. You have to be 16 or older to
Yep.
win. Feel free to participate, but let us know if you're not 16 or older
Yeah.
when you write your answer.
Yeah, please do. I know a couple people are
and
really funny.
if you've
but
won in the previous 3 weeks, you cannot win again.
we have your
Yes.
names, so.
You feel free to participate, but
Yeah.
only do one answer, please. Thank you very much.
So 10 minutes, we'll come back with the winner. Again, that's blank. It's the wizard's choice. It's been in the chat for a little while, so go ahead and get creative. Have your mom join so that
Have
she
your
can win.
mom join.
All right, bye.
I'm gonna call my mom.
Hi.
We're back and we.
What's up? Woo! We got us a winner.
You guys are awesome. I
You guys
honestly
are
loved a lot of those.
So funny, but
I'm
a
stealing all your
winner
jokes.
for today's
We-
giveaway for Grim Hollow. It what?
We should say we actually had to bring in a.
Yeah, there was a tie.
yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
we had to decide the tie. But regardless, the winner for today's is Plague Lemur with easy roll. No, it was hiding behind the fighter.
Mhm.
Hiding
really
behind
good.
the fighter.
I was gonna pick either
the
that
Wizard's
one.
choice.
It's great.
Second place was Nedla with the easy roller dice beard oil.
a good
The
one.
Wizard's choice. That one was really funny. I really liked that one. That was hilarious.
I really liked it
and
too.
then we also really liked Barney's Brimy Bat Guano, the Wizard's choice from Buckmo.
And then it's great because it just brings up more questions.
it's like, who's Barney?
Yeah.
Why does he have Brimy Bat Guano? And then in last place, but one of our favorites
I
was
thought the
Negative
dinosaur.
One Constitution, the Wizard's choice from Hoshitaku. So thanks guys for the participation.
All right.
So really awesome responses, but Blake Lemire, email Logan because congrats, you won.
My email is runesmithofficial@gmail.com. I'll say that one more time if he's not here, which is going to be really pointless. Actually, I will just drop it right in the
In
chat.
the chat.
Plague Lemur wants to gift the prize to second place.
Gift the prize is second
He
place.
Put it in chat.
Well,
Okay.
holy bejesus, that means it goes down to Nedla then, who did the Easy Roller Dice Beard Oil. So congrats to you, Nedla.
I assume that's
Contact
okay.
Logan.
He can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And how gracious of you,
I
Plague
can't
Lemur,
force
to
them
give
to
away
win.
your
That's
win.
true.
Really appreciate your kind generosity.
Yeah.
And
That was super cool.
for Jacob Boydston, your question is, what happens if you put a bag of holding inside out?
Everything
just falls out.
Yeah.
Nothing cool
Yeah.
happens. But don't put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding, because that just
Creates a black hole.
Black hole.
Just don't
Don't ever do it.
don't double up on demi-planes ever.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it. You're not
We
gonna.
are also doing this for one more week. So
Yeah, we got one
Next
more
week
of
is
those.
the last week that we're going to be doing this, so tune in next week for Tesseract and make sure that you guys get in on this giveaway because you don't want to miss out, and it's really easy to win because we're dumb.
Oh, it's just lemur. You said lemur.
Plague.
I don't know, Lemur, whatever.
All right. Can you send me that info over? Using the chat?
Yes I can.
And
Hey,
then we'll
but
jump
you
back
can't have
right
barbecue
into the
sauce.
scenario. I believe you're still paralyzed.
Oh yeah, I am.
The ball of fire, is it still there?
You're right.
No, I have
Generosity-
dispelled it.
Generosity.
Like the
is
second he
Wizard's
stuck
choice.
that mushroom in, it's gone.
Okay.
No, I was gonna roast
Except
it
for
over
some-
it.
most of
I
the
was
time.
gonna stick it in. That'd burn it.
Now he just has a
Yeah, it's burned, but I dispel it as soon as you do it.
Mm-mm.
The scene is yours.
Well, I'm busy.
All right.
Guys,
Shut up. You just roasted a baby.
it was a mushroom.
It was a baby mushroom.
It spoke to
It
us.
said it was sorry, and you killed it.
That's literally my job.
To kill baby mushrooms?
Well, sometimes, it depends on the job.
Yeah. Can you?
Get down.
I think it's because it's warm. He likes to be on top of it.
So I'm
Which is
talking
not
normally,
good.
but for everyone else listening,
Yeah.
I'm still
Is
paralyzed.
it braced a little bit? All right.
Before you start running into battles and fighting monsters, can you just let us know you're gonna fight things? Cause gotta prepare. Usually,
Okay.
we're a team.
You know what? Good
And
point.
When you work with a team, as much as I don't like doing it, you gotta talk to people because if you don't, it just gets people killed and it's not fun. And then you gotta bury people. Don't.
Jacob is looking up some info for me for a later encounter.
No, I'm not.
Encounter.
That scares me.
No, we're not.
Ah.
Wait a
No, we're
minute.
not. Shut up.
Everything is an encounter. You encounter $10 on the street.
We
If
encounter
it's
I
a
do?
harmless
Can I have the
myconid.
$10?
Yeah, fine.
Can I
We
move yet?
encounter a harmless myconid.
Yeah.
Who is
That's
now
an
a
encounter.
dead myconid.
He's a
Okay.
mushroom. And now
Your
he's
boy got.
gonna eat.
Sadly,
Paul's
he
gonna
got
get roasted
wrecked.
for this forever.
Yeah.
Just like the mushroom.
Ooh. Ooh.
What was it? Now just people are
I
gonna
could
like
jinx that, but I won't.
people are gonna like brand him a baby killer now.
I think
Oh,
someone did
At
it.
the
no.
beginning of the thing, it was like, look at the baby,
Baby killer Clayton.
I unparalyze Conrad.
Okay.
Wait.
See, we all do it.
Clayrad.
We're bad at names, man. I think I did this to you, so you can just put it off on me.
I unparalyze Clayton.
Thank you.
Just be more careful.
Okay. And don't worry, I'll let you guys know next time I try to stab something. I learned my lesson.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You didn't try, you succeeded.
Well,
Regardless,
yeah.
we should keep moving forward before this makes you guys go insane again.
Good point. And then I'll lead the way out.
Okay.
Because I don't want to stay there.
You guys come back, or continue forward, heading...
Mr. DM,
Yep.
sir, could you check a chat to confirm something for us that
Yeah.
we are trying to keep under wraps?
What's the question?
It's
check
in the
Tesseract
chat.
It's It was not mine, but
Oh, our
it is
chat.
an important one.
Okay, shoot, I just closed it. Give me 1 second.
How dare you?
Is good marching order?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Okay.
should be.
that works.
Okay.
Alright. We've got some
No, just for the rest of you, leave them as are. If you could bring Abris to not be dead, that'd be cool, because I can't see her hit points.
Oh.
But yeah, you guys march forward. And you see branching paths yet again.
Spoilers, jeez.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not, who knows?
Heads is left, tails is right. I'm gonna flip
Left.
Okay.
Do you want? Do you
going
want a
left?
D2?
Wait, there's a D2?
Yeah, I have to find it, but I have one.
What?
Yeah. You guys don't have a D2?
It's called a
I was
quarter.
gonna do like top
Yeah.
3
I
heads,
feel like it's like
bottom 3
a
tails.
D6, but it says, did you just come pull a coin out?
No, I have a D2, guys.
Now I want to see this.
Can you hold my popsicles? Thank you.
Ominous silence.
As we wait for the coin to fall. It's,
Guys,
it's
I have-
taking a really long time. Clayton's pretty strong.
It's spinning in the air.
Trying to get it to fall
Right.
back.
No,
I-
it
I-
rolled away. No.
I did get the email from the
Oh.
winner, so we're going to move forward with that. You're good. Roll
Okay,
that
heads or tails?
stuff.
Somebody follow.
Tails.
Heads.
One.
It's tails.
Why
So,
is that tails?
So we're going left.
Wouldn't one be heads?
No,
Top. Okay.
That's
Well,
it.
heads would be the Kraken symbol. Yeah.
And do I assume that left is
Where'd it go?
south from my perspective, so down this way?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. You guys continue forward, and rounding the bend around here,
Continue into the
you hear
darkness.
faint music.
Oh god.
Sounds,
music.
yeah, it's very beautiful, like a harp.
Can I hit my tuning fork?
Just
Anything?
On Cindrix.
I'm gonna, like,
dies.
Trying
see-
so
I'm
hard
gonna
to get
see
the
if it's in
popsicle
tune.
fall back into the plastic. So I
Okay.
could set it down. I couldn't
you
because I would have had to
tap
touch
the
it.
tuning fork with your dagger, because you know how tuning forks work. Pick a location within 30 feet of you.
30 feet in front of me.
All right. You smack the tuning fork to
Accurate.
try and match a frequency or something, and you watch as he is instantaneously teleported 30 feet ahead.
What? That's cool.
Clayton, what was that? That was amazing.
He doesn't
Where'd you
even
guys
know.
go? What?
I'm gonna turn around.
Just teleported.
Behind
And
you.
you see a tiny bit further down
Called a spell.
a lone harp playing a solemn tune.
I'm sorry, is the harp itself playing itself?
Yes. Can you make a wisdom save for me?
I mean, I can, but I don't want to.
You're always the guy that
Note to
experiences
self.
everything.
I
12.
should always have dispel magic
Okay.
prepared.
The tune
I have counter spell.
continues and is solemn yet beautiful. It evokes some emotions from you. They feel. You don't know what to feel, but you're closer to it and you can see it. I assume everyone catches up?
Yeah.
Okay. Cindrix, you will be next in line. Can you make a wisdom save for me?
I can't make a wisdom save. After I rolled my character sheet.
They're decent at these, because
They're
wizards are
okay.
really good at intelligence and wisdom.
Where
The only thing they're good at.
Yep. Vincent's like, 0,
Haha,
+1,
I have a good
negative
wisdom
1,
save.
0,
Not
10, 7.
if I roll a goddamn 2, since a 9.
Okay.
Like, ha! I got a plus zone.
You continue forward, and you're just kind of in a minor trance by this tune. Cindrix, you walk forward, and as you're hearing this tune, you feel as though it's missing something. Something that you feel heavily inclined to add. You step forward toward this harp.
Guys,
And begin-
this harp, it needs some, there's some really cool, like, notes I could add to it. Give
You
me a
begin
moment.
to play.
I used to
You're a
play the harp.
musician.
Ow!
You take 4 piercing damage as it slowly cuts away at your fingers with razor-thin strings.
Don't touch it, dummy.
Can I do anything?
Make the save again.
Can
How
I?
much damage do I take?
4.
If I see his like fingers start to bleed, I'm gonna pull him off of the harp.
You approach him to pull him off away from the harp. You do not want to leave this harp. So I need you to make either a strength save or the wisdom save again.
23.
So,
You don't know why the heck you just did that. Your
Ah!
fingers hurt.
I don't even like playing harps. Ow!
Is it okay if I destroy this thing?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Can you guys both make me the wisdom save?
I'm not getting closer to it if it's.
If you can see it and you can hear its tune, then you make the save. What'd you get?
3.
You're not helping. you
Dude,
really wanna
how
play.
many runs have you rolled?
I want to play the harp. I'm going to sit down and play it.
I got a
18.
natural 1
To do what?
to
On
You already
destroy
beat-
the harp. As a wisdom check.
What were you using?
I was using my longsword.
the... Ah,
18.
You try and slash at this deeply cursed and historical harp, and trying to cut these strings in half. A surprising result is yielded. Your sword is cut in half.
Oh my god!
They are much, much sharper than your sword. Elsbeth, you sit down to play and take 2 piercing
Alright,
damage.
I rolled a 18 on my wisdom save.
Was that your
It's
magic
very
sword?
blatantly
No, it was
cursed.
just my sword.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kind of position around Elsbeth.
That sucks.
And seeing his sword literally get cut in half, I'm going to firebolt it. In an
Okay.
attempt to set it aflame.
Oh, you're gonna firebolt it? Because I was gonna fireball it.
I'm at it.
Yeah,
buddy,
she is.
So...
Get die.
You want to firebolt it with me?
I don't have firebolts.
Make the save again.
Me
Elsbeth.
either. Oh.
I have sacred flame.
19 to hit it, by the by.
Or wisdom?
I don't know
Wisdom.
if this would go
5.
before or after her second attempt,
5.
if we're going like any determined turn order of sorts.
Yeah, you're trying to attack it quickly, so make the attack. roll.
19 to hit.
Okay.
The
Blib.
I'm gonna look at it and burning hand. Wait. Okay. No. Is there anything else in here?
Further down the chamber, you do see a large turn and an arc into a larger chamber. There isn't anything past this.
It's just a mean harp. All right. Then I'm just gonna burn it.
Okay.
Did I do damage to it with a 19?
Yeah.
I'm doing burning hands if I can, Logan.
I did
Make the
14
attack roll.
fire damage.
It is a
Okay.
dex save.
Elspeth, can you make me a deck save?
No.
Yeah.
I have advantage if I can see him.
Shit. Are you playing it?
Yes.
Fuck. I would not do that.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't know
told you that twice
I thought
already.
you were next to it, not
No, I'm
playing
playing
it.
it.
14.
14. Yeah, a few of the strings begin to burn and singe. They're protected against magical effects, but they are weakened. One of them burns and sizzles and begins to snap, and it flies upward. There are now 13 cords
Noting
left.
that,
Can you make the save for me one more time? You also take 2 piercing damage as you continue to play.
5 again.
What are you going to do?
noting that I'm going to aim for the wood of the harp in an attempt to.
Okay.
Burn.
It does have a steel, gold-plated.
Oh, it's steel.
base. Yeah.
Okay, it's not a wooden harp.
No. Take 1 more piercing damage.
Can I take out? I'm really sad because it cut my sword. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out a vial of acid and just pour it on top of the harp.
Okay.
What? I have acid on me.
Roll damage.
Okay, it's
A vial of acid.
2d6.
Not well, as it's described. You have to be creative with it, or it sucks.
7 damage.
All right,
Just
it
acid.
melts in and breaks 2 more strings as it just acidically burns away this hot, razor-sharp metal.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on
Okay.
Elsbeth.
And as you do that, Elsbeth, make the save for me again.
17.
And you are
Yeah.
finally able
6 hit points.
to resist playing this harp. Your fingers are pretty deeply cut. Does not feel good.
I don't even know how to play the harp.
Are there any strings left on it?
There's a, I believe there are 11 left. It
Okay.
continues to play its tune and seems to have sort of taken into effect the chords that are missing and is now playing a different tune.
Let's just keep walking, guys.
Can I grab one of the strings that's fallen off, like one of the long ones, and just take it?
They are still attached to the base at one end. So
Okay.
you would have to pull it out, and with your hands,
Mm.
you think that's a bad
I'm
idea.
going to keep making my way down. I'm like,
Okay.
come over
Yep,
here.
I'm gonna keep walking too.
Who's hurt?
Okay, I'm gonna knock it down if possible, and then I'm gonna keep going.
All right.
We're hurt. You hurt? Are you hurt?
No.
Yeah, you
Are
push it
hurt?
over.
I'm a little mean.
You're just
Or
like,
I'm a little hurt.
eh.
That would mean-
Logan,
On a scale of 116.
I am really burning a
to
lot
0,
of
I'm
freaking
at
spell
like
slots right now.
87.
It sucks.
You might not need. I mean, they're hurt, but it's not like.
No, I'm going to do it. I don't care.
I am reshaping this chamber slightly to accommodate for time. And you need a larger area. So you guys enter this.
Okay. Logan,
Yes.
I would like to cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
Make sure all of us are in the beacon. And then I'm going to cast my last 4th level slot,
Mhm.
which is Mass Healing Word at 4th level.
How many people
Wow,
does that
okay.
catch?
Up
It's
to
going to
6.
catch everybody, but it doesn't matter with you.
I
And
am missing a little, but
you said you weren't hurt.
I'm missing like 10.
Then you're going to get it.
Okay.
10 health for you is a lot.
Are you hurt? Do you need healing?
Sure.
Okay.
In what what was the spell I just cast?
Yeah, but
The
you guys are going to be taking the hits more than me. So. I didn't know he was casting a mass spell. I was just
Beacon
like,
of Hope plus the Mass Healing Word is going to make it at maximum. So everybody regains 11 health.
Okay.
Because I did not prepare Prayer of Healing. Sorry.
It's cool.
That spell tends to suck anyways. But mixed with Beacon of Hope, it actually might be pretty cool.
Mixed with Beacon of Hope, it would be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So everybody would just get max, but I mean that's 2 spell slots I just
How long
had
does
to burn.
Beacon of Hope last?
As you're walking through this specific corridor, Perry, you feel
Never mind. It takes a minute to cast Prayer Healing. It would run out before.
Ah,
That's
How
stupid.
how funny.
What do I notice?
you feel a sense of duty, as if there's something around a couple more bends that is very important and relates to you.
I think we might be headed the right way. I'm not sure.
We're all
Go.
right.
And as you enter a large chamber, you see a passage, and you see in the back there appears to be rippling water. The faint amount of light is casting
like
into
we
it.
have entered the
But
right
in the
place.
center of this room, the chamber that you've entered, there is a well. And this well appears to be made entirely of a very vibrant opal. You feel the Tesseract calling you forward to this well.
I'll go forward.
You
I
step
will follow.
forward, and the moment you're within 20 feet, the Tesseract flies as if it is pushing itself away from you and completing a task that it may have been designed for. It floats over this tiny little well, and you see it expand rapidly as it encompasses
The Tesseract or
the Tesseract.
Okay.
It encompasses the entire room and yet remains in the same location, floating over this well. You see colors and light begin to ripple and boil out of this well and you see different colors and streams as if they're pouring out dyes of different colors. And as you're watching, a jittery, almost displaced, half-corporeal hand pulls itself out of the well and clasps to the edge.
Clayton's gonna grab his whip.
Okay.
And
Don't-
a dagger.
Don't immediately fight things. We don't know what this is. I will take a step back, though.
And pulling itself out, all of you, to a very, very faint degree, recognize this figure. It seems like an echo of the corpse you found back at the temple,
Which one?
the daughter. And it pulls itself out. It is translucent and has faint sort of ripples, as if it is under the effects of a displacer beast, constantly shifting from one way to the other. And you see floating in its head a very, very small mote of red light. It steps out, pulls itself forward, and falls into this puddle, this rainbow-colored puddle on the ground, jittering and shaking, and a weapon appears on its back.
Cindrix would run over, hold out his hand in order to help her.
At first, it seems like it's in pain. Make an insight check.
11.
It becomes very difficult to discern as it looks up at you. Its eyes, at first, are empty, and that small mote of light inside its head divides, as if it was one cell becoming two, and they float and drift forward and fill her empty eye sockets. And this jittering, this shaking continues, and she reaches for her weapon. And as she does this, you see another hand rise out of this well. The Tesseract is still very actively working, and it's shooting off sparks of light. And another figure exits this well. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
Is
Fine.
initiative an ability check?
Yes.
Yes, it is, sadly.
Dexterity ability
Mhm.
check.
We're not poisoned anymore, right? You said it was only for 2
No, it
minutes.
was a couple minutes.
Oh my god!
You rolled that 2 natural 20s?
One natural 20.
Oh, okay.
What's the other one?
Oh, no, what was it?
Yeah, what's your
I have
initiative?
advantage. So
Oh.
it's natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Because it,
Nice! Yeah, you do have advantage. That's dope.
neat.
So does she.
Yep.
Clayton, okay. Cindrix,
For being
4.
barbarian.
okay. Elsbeth,
17.
18.
okay. And 18. You are fighting echoes of people you've never met.
This is
One
awesome.
Oh.
Cindrix is like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And Jacob's like, eee!
These two figures look like all of you would recognize what do I call them? I'm forgetting. Aversion. All of you know what an aversion is. It's cursed people who've been touched by something very ancient, and their body is basically reformed because of it. And you see a small halfling.
Oh, I don't want to fight my little thunder bear.
This halfling seems maybe
Oh
it's
fuck, I don't want to fight Altair, we're all gonna die! Oh shit!
the halfling seems to have put on a little bit of weight.
Hey!
What the fuck, dude?
I mean,
You ate a lot of pastries.
I'm a little chub, but who's,
Little chub.
don't judge me.
I still like the idea that you look tiny, and then if you pull up just your gut, it's like...
Clayton, you see them all reaching for echoes of weapons, and you are up first.
should we get minis on the board so we know where they are?
Yes, actually.
we.
I never got a cat mini.
I never got an
I didn't
off
get-
Damn it, why
Do
did
you,
I do
or,
that?
Hero Forge has like shitty druid clothing, so I was just like, I don't want to get a druid mini because.
These aren't entirely accurate, but let's use those.
Oh,
Unless
they're
you
like,
guys
oh,
want
because
to use
they're like
different ones.
I
spectral.
want to
Yeah.
use a different mini.
Okay. Then pick the minis of the people that are trying to kill you.
Give me a
If you-
little halfling.
Little
Got it.
halfling.
You got it.
If you want, you can grab one for Altair too. Probably like one of the ones with the axe
You got it.
Yeah, the blonde haired lady with the axe.
I'm gonna find the
She's
beefiest
still-
person there, so I'm gonna go up
Yeah,
right up
that's
to
this
Altair.
woman. She is huge.
And I'm gonna attack her 3 times.
We
All right.
don't
With
know if
my-
they're fighting us yet.
Oh wait,
You said they're
before I do
drawing
that,
weapons.
You
sorry.
see red energy in their eyes, and they are reaching for their weapons.
I'm gonna kill these guys. They're reaching for their weapons, and everything in here has attacked us. And I'm gonna start
Except
hitting.
for a baby mushroom that you
That you murdered.
one shot.
Now, let's get minis on the board before
Okay.
we
Yeah.
attack, 'cause
Everything
Yeah.
has attacked us.
Because
The
you
last
know-
thing we
or
we
didn't
the last
attack.
thing we encountered did not
get the
attack
chance,
us.
Yeah. Just said, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, our spores do that." That's the worst. How did they evolve? Like this specific sect of mushrooms that I created, they're one of the side effects of the spores that they generate makes them look delicious.
Oh, that sucks.
That really sucks.
They should be extinct.
Yeah. Well, this is the only.
That was the last
Like-
one.
Very well might have been. Just in this area. Well, rip that subspecies.
Alright,
Well, he's got a document of species in his world that are just extinct.
Yeah, there was
Alright,
one of them.
Only
that's
one.
funny.
Side
And
note,
you went up to her, so you're
Okay.
really cool thing.
good. Then
In Guy's world,
Okay.
halflings are extinct because of a thing a villain did in the
Oh,
past.
damn, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
And then
does
is
the
it-
does the
you went up
version
there too,
have
right?
braids in his hair?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna. No,
Yes, it
right
does.
there. Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Okay.
My little cat.
So I'm gonna do 3 attacks.
This is awesome.
Do 3
Kick
attacks?
their asses because we're
Alright.
better than them.
You roll a 1?
No.
1-1.
1, 4, 6.
Wait. Oh, I didn't see
oh
the
my
one.
God.
What's your highest roll?
Well, one was 11, and then the other one was 13.
You don't do well. What exactly type of attack are you doing?
Whip, like cut of some sort, and then another whip.
Okay. I'll say that the cut does hit, as
Okay.
she is scrambling upward from having been essentially prone.
All right, cool. Then that's 1d4,
Okay.
7 damage.
True attack.
All right.
So they have like glowing eyes.
Or
Yeah.
proficiency.
I'm trying to put it in Syndrix's perspective.
And
3
wisdom.
strangers come out with
These
glowing
are
eyes.
translucent versions of people, kind of like a ghost.
Okay.
And it seems as though it's 2 ghosts overlapping each other, trying to fight for essentially which one exists.
Okay.
Which makes them harder to hit. And they do have, which isn't translucent, this little opaque motes of red in their eyes.
Okay. Syndric is wise. You did get that insight check off.
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone.
Is this not the corpse of the girl we found?
It is, Altair. That's what I was wondering about.
Connected to the weird orb
Connected to
thing
the
for some
Tesseract.
reason.
Which is why
This
we
doesn't
need to kill them, because these aren't
No.
the people.
You're right.
We've seen the people.
I know.
doesn't look like her.
It's like a ghost. I don't fuck
Wait,
with
does
ghosts.
the turtle leave as well?
There was no total.
Oh.
No. No total.
She pulls out an enormous great axe. Proportionally, it's
Uh-oh.
intimidating.
Hey, the art back there? That's her.
Oh, yeah, the one that you can't see.
The
Oh,
one
no, yeah, you can't see.
leaping through the air towards
Like
the
a
No.
goat.
Yeah,
dragon.
that's also accurate.
And go on a stick over there.
Yeah. Where?
Yeah, basically.
Where are the Aberson cat?
And uniquely enough,
It's like behind the stupid green
Took
screen.
them off?
she is unable to
Oh.
rage.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you probably
There's a very
used all
good
of
reason. No.
Her little
No?
friend isn't there.
So she swings twice at you, and you manage to duck out of the way
I
both
should
times.
say, just because I don't know how much you play Barbarians, Reckless Attack is also not linked to Rage. So
Okay.
she could do that.
My
All
hour
right,
class
I
is
will
18
definitely
right
keep
now.
that in mind. Yeah, both of them missed. They did not. She did not roll well. Perry.
Sorry about this, if this is actually you. I'll pull out, what the fuck do I use in my, I keep forgetting. I grab at my back and I pull out my staff, and I point it at Altair, and make
Okay.
a wisdom save.
I wonder why you're making me do that. That's a 0, my friend.
On who?
She was always bad.
On Altair. She
All,
got a
all,
0.
all of my
Insane.
checks basically are wisdom or intelligence.
All
so.
right, yeah.
Phantasmal Killer has been cast.
Describe to me the spell.
You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest spheres visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. She got a 0. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration, concentration up to a minute. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Okay.
So she becomes frightened, takes 4d10, and then every turn after, she's frightened.
So she takes 40-10 now.
Yes, and then until she succeeds the spell,
Yeah,
every
it
one of
continues.
her turns, she takes 4d10 psychic damage.
4d10.
It's
oh my
50, not 40-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40-10 is a weird number. Or maybe it's 4010.
14. So 24 psychic damage.
Oof. That's the big chunk.
And I will
Okay.
stay in the back.
You do that. Elsbeth, you're up.
Oh, me.
My one good combat spell.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
It's a really good spell.
You do normal flanking rolls, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna rage because I can.
I've ruined everyone. They always ask about rules.
Well,
You do this rule, right? And it's like, yeah.
well, sorry. I
Oh,
play
sorry.
different games,
Hope the ice cream don't melt.
bitch.
It is
might.
I'm going to attack her recklessly
Okay.
with a 20-something.
Is this barbarian on? Oh wait, who are you attacking?
26. Altair.
Okay,
Conrad
barbarian
just
on
came
barbarian.
What?
26 and
this guy?
dirty.
do not have
26
a
and
scary
dirty 20.
I just kill her
both of them
before she
hit.
gets a chance
He
to
didn't
fight.
die?
That's the point.
He like went to heaven.
Both hit.
Yes.
No, he went off to live his life with his wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
No, he pulled his wife from heaven.
Yeah.
Wow. Conrad might be the only person that
10.
you can genuinely use the "did it hurt when you fell from heaven" line.
Yeah.
He's like, did
Did
it hurt when
you
I
fell from-
pulled you
No.
down from
Oh,
heaven?
that's right, because I literally actually did that.
23 slashing damage.
3.
Might actually
My
kill
wife is an
Altair
angel
before
because she
gets
died
used
and
to
came
fight.
back.
My goodness.
Her entire thing was her rage. It kept her alive for so long. If she can't rage,
And yeah, she went and she just missed. This rather scrawny but also notably toned aversion is going to turn his fingers into claws made of ice, and he is going to move forward.
I mean, Elsbeth is literally right next to him.
I'm
Yeah.
very done with him.
He's going to attack you, Elsbeth.
Okay.
Did you reckless attack?
I did. Does everyone get an advantage against me? Oh,
Yep.
It,
bring
you
it.
throw down your defenses.
Yeah.
He's got really good hamstrings.
Yeah. Does a 19 hit?
That would hit.
I would say
Alright.
look up what bicyclists' calves look like during the year.
Crazy.
But
You take
it's like,
10 frost damage.
like some of them are like.
It's
"Ugh."
cold, damage,
It's like almost.
in 5th edition.
Give me 1 so I can see if he's got any. Nope, he's fine. He's going to stay where he is. Cindrix.
Okay. Clayton said ghosts, so I take my holy symbol and I turn undead. And I start muttering a prayer and light beams out from it. I'm going to try to turn these ghosts. Because she's definitely dead.
Roll Arcana first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Because as a cleric, you're familiar with the functioning of ghosts.
12.
Kick Abris in the shins and remind Ket he has an uncle.
You've never. Actually,
Thank you, Everett.
what did he say?
He said kick Abris in the shins and remind Ket that he has an uncle. They just die.
So Jacob, bicyclist legs during like their tours and stuff look like this.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Because they're not supposed to have. They're supposed to have fat on them, and they don't. Because
You've never seen a ghost in your entire life.
Oh.
They are often referred to as rumors or fake creatures. And you've also heard that pretty much every story about them only occurs during twilight or dawn.
Oh. Cool.
It is not either of those.
Well, then
So
they're
you-
not ghosts.
You can assume, unless all the myths and legends are wrong, that these might not be ghosts.
Are they undead?
You're not a paladin, so you can't find out.
Fuck.
If you want to conclude that they're another type of undead, you're free to do so.
I don't know though, because Cindric saw that this chick was dead, and then she's come to life with glowy eyes.
Mm.
So can't be a ghost. So he's just not certain as to what it is.
My Cheeto.
So he won't turn undead. Then he's just gonna try to. He knows that that's so situational.
It's extremely helpful when you are fighting undead, because those things are terrifying.
Yep. So instead,
Just
we're gonna
like-
do.
just have 6
I don't want him to eat a Cheeto.
What'd you
It'll
do?
hurt.
Let me see.
Oh,
Well,
Mario
yeah.
Stack, $50. I'm late to the
Whoa.
party, but I'm hungry for the Tesseract.
Hey.
Hell yeah!
Well,
They are
we're-
fighting.
We're fighting
Echo-
our old
yeah.
characters.
They're fighting echo versions of their old characters.
It's Dark Cat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like
He
Dark
was
Pit.
already Dark Cat.
Shut up. You right, but hey. All right, then I'm going to do Radiance of the Dawn. I'm going to channel all 3 of them, and they all need to make a Constitution saving throw, or they're going to take some radiant damage.
All 3 of them?
Yep. I take my shield and I stab it into the ground, and as I kind of do, there's this ding noise that kind of rings out, and I hold up my shield, and outwards is just this beaming bright of light, mote of light.
That's awesome. All right. Echo Ket gets a 13.
He sucks as usual.
What kind of saving throw is this again?
Mom whiskey.
Constitution.
Even darker cat.
Echo Altai gets a 14. What do they have to beat? A 15?
15.
Yeah, Empress doesn't do well either.
Awesome. They're going.
See,
What
when you
type of
guys
save
are in
was it?
control, you roll well.
Con.
Okay.
When I'm taking your characters, they're bad. What do they all take?
23 radiant.
Oh my
damage.
god.
Poor apps.
Wow, that is a lot.
And I'm done with those.
You effectively
Can't do them
did.
anymore.
You effectively did. You effectively did 69 damage.
Yeah. Instead of doing something that wouldn't have done anything.
Clerics, man.
Yeah, dude, clerics are so
That's
cool.
insane. That's just my channel divinity. That's not even a spell. So bonus action. Fucking
Shield of Faith, if you
Shield of
want
Faith. Bloop. I'm getting some bonus armor class.
Jeez.
All
I
right.
could also have done
You could have done a
healing
damage
word.
spell. Yeah, or you could have done a damage bonus action spell if those exist.
Okay, I'm done.
The tiny little halfling in the back shifts her form
Uh-oh.
into that of a large bear, crackling with thunder and lightning.
Thunder Bear is back, bitch.
I can't do both of those in
Is
a
that a what?
I can't do both of those in a round.
No, it's just a passive effect.
Okay. Oh.
It's a latency.
You are a passive Thunder Bear.
I am passive.
Your reputation is now physical.
Yeah, Thunder Bear.
So she uses an action to turn because she's.
It's a bonus action to wild
Oh.
shape because I'm Circle of the Moon.
Yes, you are. Okay,
I
that
was
was
Circle
my
of the Moon,
question.
but then I died.
Yep.
And
well,
now I'm
this one is
barbarian.
also Circle of the Moon, so it is actually going to step forward and cast Thunder Wave. Can everyone within 15 feet? She's going to try and get everybody. So yeah, that'll pretty much be
Okay.
everyone but Perry.
Everyone.
You can't cast spells while you're wild shaped.
Fun caveats.
you're right, yeah.
You can continue focused on spells, but you can't cast them.
Yeah.
That was a
Like you
mistake.
can focus on the lightning spell, but
That's
you
how I
can't.
call lightning.
Yeah.
Does Call Lightning require clouds?
It requires 10 feet of
Height.
height.
It does have that, so she is going to do what you would normally do and create a small storm cloud
And
above
then
everyone and then
bonus
turn
action.
into a bear.
Thunder
This
Bear!
build, so
Yeah.
point under the cloud, flashes down. Yep. Everyone within 5 feet of a point. So your good friend Altai went down.
Oh, is she
What?
done? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I
as,
burned her with
as
radiance.
you did this radiant damage, the dual forms that are trying to
oh
become
God, all three
corporeal
of you are in range of
vanish.
Call it.
Oh,
And
shit.
in her place is lightning.
Yep.
Everybody make that save.
Me?
Yes,
All three of
please.
you. All three of you are
Save.
exactly what you
Dexterity
need to be
saving.
to go.
I'm
Good
resistant to.
6.
What kind of save is it?
Dex.
Dex?
Cindrix is not fast.
Mm-mm. No.
19.
All right.
13.
Okay.
It's fun because I don't remember my saves. So it's like, did I beat it or did I not?
I'll tell you was simple enough that I remember everything. I just don't remember what her bonus to hit is.
Clayton, you take 15 lightning damage. Hello. And the two of you take half of that, which would be 7,
And
because
then I
you-
take half of half because
No,
I'm
you failed.
resistant.
I take half.
it was a DC save of 14.
Oh, okay, then I take.
Yeah,
Why do I take half?
you beat it, didn't you?
I got a 6.
Oh, god damn it, Clayton, you got a better roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, I got you
How
two
much do I
mixed up.
take?
You take 15, Clayton, you take 7. You also take 7.
Yes,
I'm
'cause
sorry.
I am
Ow.
resistant to
My
lightning.
hell.
is this? The cat is standing on my lap, but is resting on the armrest like that. So
That's a weird, dude.
Wait. If
Really
I
weird.
get a chance, I need to take
Yeah.
a picture of this.
this
I'll
can't,
send it to the Tesseract
can't be
chat.
comfortable.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, he's not trying to
Hey,
leave. he's
Tesseract
just
chat
chilling.
on Discord if you guys want to see Logan's idiot cat.
Yeah.
Hey, he's good.
You guys took the damage. That is over. We're going back to the top. Clayton, you're up.
I'm gonna do a second wind real quick.
Hell yeah.
So that's a D10.
Take that damage back. Please don't roll a 1 like I did.
7.
Thank you.
plus
You'll do 4.
9.
Maybe you'll be
16.
my resurrection.
It's alright. I got to clap some cheeks at the end of that game.
And
What you doing? It was unceremonious too.
Yup.
okay, I'm gonna attack Ket twice with my whip, and I don't even have to move
Ooh,
because
Ket's getting
it's a
whips.
whip.
Cat goes,
Sorry, I
"Oh."
heard that and I was like, why are you attacking
Yeah, that's
me?
what I
and I was
thought
like,
too.
oh shit.
Make them attack rolls.
Oh fuck! He rolled 2 20s! Oh my god! Holy shit! Of course you did against fucking cats! God damn it!
You're gonna get taken out by Thunder Bear.
So roll a bunch of damage. Yeah, Thunder Bears just kills everyone.
Okay, 4,
Roll new
7,
characters.
14 plus 6, so that's 20 damage.
Okay.
And I'm still holding my dagger, so I'm gonna do an action surge.
I'm
as
sorry,
well.
how much
Plug it.
damage?
Yeah.
You did 14
Just
first.
unplug it.
20.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
He had
so
20
my-
left.
The first whip takes out one of the
Yeah.
glowing orbs,
You
and
never
the
get
second
that?
one takes out the other one, so
Oh, he's
that
a
like his
warlock.
head is gone and he just
Okay.
collapses.
You pretty much whip into his eyes, and both of these forms just vanish. Perry, you're up. There is only Thunder Bear.
Only
When all
Thunder
is
Bear.
done and the world is ash, there will only be one Thunder
The Thunder Bear.
What was
Oh.
the
Make,
art that Gabe did?
fucking-
Make an intelligence saving
Can't remember what
throw.
it was.
Phantasmal Force.
I'm gonna try to find it. I don't know if it's on this one though.
I'm sorry, Phantasmal Force is not the proper spell. Phantasmal Killer, and that's a wisdom save. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Phantasmal Force does not
Good thing
do
I'm
what I feel like
wise.
it does.
Yeah, that is a 16.
That's a failure.
Oh shit.
My,
Oh, you're
my
level
save
9.
DC is 17. It does 4d10. Thunder Bear is scared. And
Can Thunder Bear
Oh,
be
she's a
scared? It's
halfling.
Thunder
She's
Bear.
has advantage against
Oh.
frighten.
Yes, she does. Wow, that was not a bad roll. No. Fails.
That was a bad roll. No.
Jack. That's how you can jack a dice on this thing. Oh my god.
Oh,
18,
rip, good boy, cat.
25,
Thanks, Mario Sack.
30 psychic
Nope.
damage.
Thanks, bud. He's gone forever now.
Thunder Bear remains.
Oh shit!
Bears have a lot
Thunder
of health.
Bear. Yes, they do.
Still, it's 30
Jeez.
seconds.
So
I'm
what-
staying in the back there.
Is this the same spell as before?
Yes, it
So
remains.
it keeps going?
Yes.
Okay.
So on Thunder Bear's turn, they will get to make the save again.
Thunder Bear's a little spooked. Not going to move near you, but that's not a problem.
Because there's a
Elsbeth.
snack right in front of her.
Yes. But
Yes.
the snack
Well-
will attack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's my
Yeah,
turn?
it's your turn.
I turn around and I smack the Thunder
All
Bear.
right. The snack attack
What
smacks the Thunder
initiative
Bear.
is Elspeth?
Snack that attacks.
Oh,
Huh?
shit.
I don't know. 18,
The snack,
I think.
the snack
No.
that smacks back.
The snack that smacks back.
The snack that attacks.
I'm
back.
gonna do 2 reckless with a dirty 20
Okay.
and a crazy 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things hit.
God
I
damn it.
rogue this,
No.
and then one
Snack
more.
that smacks back that bitch.
Ooh, not bad. 11, 17, 20,
Let me know what it is for each attack, because I have to roll concentration.
Oh.
Oh, there was also the concentration for the 30 psychic damage, if that matters.
Oh, yeah.
So 15.
So that would be a DC 15 con check.
She beats that one.
Okay.
So the first one would be, that'd be 16.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Okay, well then
That
Call
one
Lightning's
drop
gone.
it.
Okay.
And then,
So that was 16 for the damage.
yeah. Hey, for
Before
extra,
you is now a halfling, as the bear has receded inside of her.
for extra attack, do I add my,
For both hits.
I do? Okay, I've been
It
doing
just
it wrong.
like shrinks and she's just standing in the
11,
middle of it.
14.
Like you're reducing a model size and she's just in the middle.
17, 18, 19, 20. Do I add my rage to both?
Yep. Every hit.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second one would be 26. 3 of it is lightning. Yeah, 26. And then there was the 16 before.
Also, just to confirm it for some other people, yeah, Olo literally never ever held the Tesseract.
Yep.
There are 2 other people who did, aside from you guys.
Oh fuck, why aren't we fighting them?
Because they're
There's a reason.
probably still alive.
That's true.
That's possible.
Oh, except for Rune.
I think it's Rune
And Smith.
Smith.
Who's Smith?
He's
Got it.
making a Rune Smith joke.
Okay. You take 2 psychic
fucking
damage.
hate you. Point the fan at me. I'm hot.
You take 2 psychic damage, roll concentration.
Me?
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
Rune Smith.
Beat a 5.
Beat a 5.
I beat a 5.
Alright, you still take the damage. What the fuck's happening? Syndrix. Syndrix.
Give him psychic damage again. He's being mean. Okay.
I'll give
my
him
turn.
physical damage.
I'm going to do a tactical roll.
Alright.
Ooh.
Go
Tactical roll.
And roll right here.
Oh, she.
Bam. As
She
soon
a
as,
halfling now.
oh, she is? Cool. I'm just going to incinerate her tiny body. I get down on the ground and I look over and I hold my hands out and I'm going to do a
Don't
third
be
level
mean to
burning
my
hand.
baby. I've tried to.
What does she have to
cut her in
be?
half.
It is
Oh no,
a
Burning Hands is an attack roll.
Dix, no.
No.
It's a
That's right,
dex
it's a
save
cone.
15.
Wouldn't that hit me too?
No.
Isn't it?
That's why I did a tactical roll.
Isn't it a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, but he's going like straight down.
Okay.
Does a natural 20 beat it?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
take
Yeah, well, it's still
Thunder
half.
bear.
Okay.
6, 10, 16,
What?
19,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. You cast it at a high level.
21 fire damage.
So 10.
Half, so 10. Yay.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! I turn, I
You
roll,
get
and I
all
look
3
down,
cones?
and he kind of feels bad for a second, but then he realizes it's evil, and just burns.
I know.
Torrents of flame
No,
goes
please,
up,
okay.
and it's just like flamethrower, engulfed in flames completely.
Wow. And remaining once the flames clear is nothing.
Guys,
For a
burning
moment.
shit is so much fun.
Yeah.
gotta
10
feel
out of
awesome,
10, recommend in D&D. Play a light cleric and just
Burn
blast
shit, yeah.
shit all the time. It is awesome.
It's hot.
It really is.
Clayton's gonna go. Oh, so you get to kill the small things.
It was a ghost, sort of.
It was a mushroom.
It wasn't alive.
You see the second version of the Tesseract, the one that expanded, that isn't still there. It's very difficult to comprehend, so it's also difficult
Kinda
to
know what it's
describe. But it slowly begins to recede, and you see the redness that was in the eyes of these people return. There are now 6 small little motes of red energy, and you hear a faint noise begin to rise, as if it is preceding something, a voice. And for a moment it continues, almost ear-shattering. And finally it results in a deep, guttural, and ethereal laugh that echoes repeatedly, and you see these small little motes of energy recede through a dark hole that opens in the Tesseract as it's shifting.
They entered the Tesseract?
Yes. And it finally closes and is now a single object. You feel as though you're still connected to it.
Can I pull it back to me?
Yes, you can.
I thought we just broke it.
I was totally gonna throw a grappling hook in there if it was open for longer.
Oh.
gets into the Tesseract and you die.
Are you three stuck in there? I'll try to contact one of Altai, Avarice, or Ket. I don't know the other two. So the small one, the Aversion, or Altai.
I don't think they're stuck. I think that was a form or a way of it trying to stop us. Those people are dead.
Worth a shot. Hell, let's try it this way.
You feel as though you can place the Tesseract over the well now to get a much more peaceful result.
Try it again.
Yes.
Wait, is this the well of scrying?
No.
I'll have it.
You see the water of the scrying pool in another chamber.
I have it. So I'll have it in my right hand. And I'll pull out my staff because I'm left-handed, and
Okay.
I'll kind of wave, like almost like a word in the air. And as I'm walking over to the pool, I'm going to cast Sending to Altai. I'm going to say, "Are you alive? Can you hear me? If they're in a different plane of existence, it does have a chance of failure, but if they are able to respond, there is a chance."
She in heaven.
You place the Tesseract over this pool, and you hear that bubbling and welling again, but the Tesseract remains stagnant. And you say this. What's the chance of failure?
5%. Do you want me to make the roll?
That it fails?
That
If
it fails.
They're in a different
If
dimension.
they're in a different plane of existence, there's a 5% chance that it fails.
Okay. Roll that for me.
All right. Do I not have? There's.
So it's like you.
We're good.
Okay. What exactly did you say?
I said, "Are you alive?" No, that's not. Wow. I asked if they were stuck, and if it was Altai.
So you directed it toward Altai.
Yes.
Okay.
I am cast. I don't know the other two by name, and I have to know a name to cast Sending.
No, you don't.
You don't need
You
to
just
know a
have to be
name.
familiar with the person.
Oh, never mind. I still cast it towards Altai. I wouldn't know any better.
You hear a wave of responses. First one saying, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then hundreds and thousands. None of them are discernible as they continue to rise until it just becomes a white noise and fades.
I see.
You look down into the well, and you see this rainbowish liquid sort of bubbling and churning, and at moments, almost in tune with the way that the angles of the Tesseract flow, you see what looks like an opening. You can't discern what's on the other end, but it looks like somewhere you're able to travel to.
Somewhere that I could travel to?
If you wanted to jump in the well, yes.
You said it was like
I think this will take us somewhere.
rainbow water, right?
Like an open.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
first I'm gonna put a small length of rope in the pool to see if it sucks in.
So you put it into the well?
Just the rope.
Okay. You put it in, and at first it just kind of gently floats on the top, and then as it kind of like I don't know how exactly to describe it, like a valve opening,
Mhm.
as if it's shifting and turning like a wheel of portals, it falls into this chamber, and the water continues to move over, and the rope is cut. The length that you dropped into the water is now missing from your rope.
Looks like you're either
Is
jumped
this
fully
what-
in or
is
not
this
at all.
what we were looking for?
No, he's scrying.
Then what
You
is
lose like
this?
2 feet. It's fine.
Seems
Can I,
to have
can
something
I
to do with
touch
this
the
Tesseract.
I'm gonna take 2 vials.
fluorescent?
and
Be
fill
careful
it
with
up.
that. Just cut that.
You
rope.
touch the water?
Yeah, just want to touch it.
It has a very pleasant feeling. Not easily describable, but it's good.
I
That's all you
think-
can glean from it.
Should we go to
Give
the
me a. You know what?
other
Give me a
pool
moment. I'll
first?
do this the fastest way. I'll use a spell slot, and I'll flip through my book really quick, and I'll kind of tap my orb or my staff on it, and then tap it on the well, and I will cast Identify.
Okay. You receive nothing.
Nothing.
Just letting you know, I have 2 vials of this stuff on me.
Okay.
We think this was
No
another test
magical
then. We don't know
properties.
where the portal is, where the well.
You
So, yeah.
hear a tapping coming from the chamber with the water just beyond.
We should check the scrying.
I go over to the scrying
Okay.
pool.
Real quick, how big is the pool?
There is a small 5 foot by 5 foot corridor that leads into it. You can't see exactly how wide it is, but you can see the rippling and kind of It's reflecting the water that you have with you, or the light that you have with you.
Okay. Wait, not the scrying one, the other one. The like
Yeah, that's. Oh.
Okay.
What are you trying to do with it? I'm sorry.
the rainbow one.
How much it is? How big it is?
Yeah, just how
This
big.
is just a small 5 foot by 5 foot well.
Okay, never mind then.
A little large actually, but yeah.
Let's check the scrying well, I guess.
Okay.
And I will walk over towards that.
I will go.
All of you venture forward, Cindrix first, and you realize that the tapping is Dustanut, sitting on a small rock in the center of this pool, tapping his staff on the rock.
He's here?
Well, that took you some time.
Have we succeeded in your trials?
Well, you're here, so yes.
I thought that
Wait,
you
how did
said
you-
you didn't know how to get here.
I'm the guardian of this place.
But how did you beat us? We went in first.
Yeah, we
I
also
figure he
took
knows
the
how to
other
make
route.
his way through.
That's a total secret.
He's a teacher
Why did we have to go through all this stuff?
to test you.
However,
And
you
burn
did
a baby mushroom.
spend some time. I will have to tap into my own psionic energy. I will have to get an echo of what transpired on the mountain. You do recall why we are here, right?
Yes.
That like do
Dustanut, I have a question for you.
Yes.
That pool over there, the rainbow one, it seemed to connect with this item we have.
The
Tesseract.
Tesseract.
It seemed to pull souls from it that are long gone and dead. Is there a connection here to this thing?
One of them I know is.
There is definitely one. My ancestors have guarded this location for 5 generations, and none of us ever knew the origin of that well. I must focus now.
Wait, before you start focusing, one
Yes.
more question. We found a super cool cart. I was wondering if we could keep it.
Silence. He said he's been guarding this chamber. Hey, can we steal stuff? Or
He's like,
have
those
it?
are my props.
He sits and breathes for a full minute, and you feel mental energy almost being pulled from you to feel what he's about to do. And he taps the scrying pool, and the light of day is suddenly revealed, and it illuminates the entire chamber. And you see inside what looks like a stony clearing at a very, very high altitude. It's very dry, the air is incredibly clear, and you can see 2 figures, 3, it would be 3 figures standing here. 2 of them humanoid, 1 of them resembles a beast. The first you're all familiar with. It's the armored figure from Lochheim, with blazing red eyes behind a perfectly black mask. He's speaking to a humanoid woman who's about 11 feet tall, and she is standing next to a lion that is proportional to her size. This thing is massive and almost angelic. This lion, its head, is made of pure gold, and it moves as if it's in a liquid form to reveal this creature's expressions, and it just looks around surveying the area. On its back are 4 gargantuan eagle wings that seem as though they're used to lift both this rider and the creature into the sky. This rider is a muscular woman who wears a short gold chest plate, a long red cape, and a golden feathered war skirt similar to a Roman garb. She bears a great sword, very similar to Elsbeth's, but much larger, also accommodating her size. Her skin is a reddish brown, like baked clay, and pulses with waves of visible heat, as if her flesh is a burning campfire. She has short gray hair that's tied back, golden, wow, and an oddly beautiful face with blazing red eyes. These eyes are not the same as everyone else's. You can tell that Tenendex, the man you met, his are not the same as the echoes you saw. They seem as though they're formed by illusion magic, and inside of this woman's eyes are like flaming embers.
Do I recognize her? Being a religious man?
Drop the detail.
Roll history and make it very good. And this vision appears in the middle of a conversation.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Well, yeah, give me a second. 9. No idea. You have heard of giants, and you know that some of them dwarf to about 11, maybe 7 feet tall, and some reach up to 20.
Okay.
That's the only connection you can draw. And she's speaking to him. She's in the middle of some long phrase, and she says, "We know where your God lies." As she says, she looks down at this man, almost condescending and detached. And he looks up at her. You can see that his eyes are somewhat distraught, as if he doesn't want to be here. He says, "You questioning my faith, Preyalis?" She looks down at him aggressively, and the fire in her eyes grows brighter, and she says, "Do not evoke my name, mortal child. Your God rests with our Father, and our goals are aligned. Obrillion will return." And he moves and shifts his gait a bit slightly. Says, "You asked me here. What do you need from us?" She looks to the sky as if this is something she is prepared to say for a long time. She says, "Years ago, off the coast of Aramul, a doorway opened in the arms of a dead man. It was stolen from us by children and lost. Now that I am awake, I will serve my father. You and your tin soldiers must find this door and bring it to us." She looks down at him again. He says, "A door? How the hell are we gonna find a door?" She looks annoyed with him. She says, eyes kind of steeled at him, "It leads to a prison. To find the door, find its guardian, likely another wandering child. Make haste." And she moves over to this giant lion-like creature with a golden head. Says, "I am off to the south to release my brothers Grotus and Tabus. Don't waste your time. Don't waste mine." She jumps onto this creature, and its wings bat at the ground in a single motion. And as these wings move, smoke and clouds begin to droop and drift around them, and she flies off, with clouds following her wake. And as he retracts his staff from this pool, the vision fades.
Did anybody catch her name?
Preyalis.
Well, that's really bad.
Who is
Yeah.
Preyalis? Quick question.
And
Who is Obrillion?
it's the
He is
lost
the
god.
god that is
The
gone.
missing god.
When she said my father, was she referring to him?
No, she said, "Obrillion rests with my father."
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Followed by, "Our goals are aligned."
Many mistake that I worship him.
They both want to bring him back, it sounds like.
None of us know where Obrillion went. He simply vanished, and all the demons from the sky began to fall.
Can I make a wisdom check or something?
Yes, you can.
Do you know what I'm rolling
There are
for?
2 conclusions you can draw from this.
I have an idea for one. I just
Okay.
want to know if Cindrix would be smart enough
It's
to figure it out.
it's a budding thought that's been on his mind.
19.
Say what you think.
I know where he is. I have an idea.
Where?
Point at the Tesseract.
You heard that laugh. There's something trapped in there.
What was the Obrillion?
I think that thing was a prison.
She
So
just
you're
called it a
carrying
prison.
God with you.
One of them. Possibly. It's only a theory.
If he's right, that would make sense. He went missing. I think this is.
Say that for so long.
I think this holds
We
dimensions
talked
inside
about
of it. I tried to contact one of the echoes, the Altai, and I heard one answer, and then I heard thousands and thousands. I
I couldn't make sense of any of them.
The woman said.
I've gathered the idea from that disc. That thing we
Right.
saw in the mirror.
And I'll pull out, or you have it.
After I thought about
I'll pull out the
the
disc.
god that had
What disc?
disappeared.
The DVD.
Yeah.
Oh,
VHS.
With this, there is a creature trapped inside of it.
Only accessible.
he takes it. Why the fuck did you take this?
I didn't do. That was all her. I only wanted the card.
He
Listen,
holds it very carefully. Puts
Listen.
it into a bag.
See, I
there's
told
something.
you it was probably something dangerous.
well,
He's shaking. So you just do this.
It activated.
Run around
I
gathering
cast
prisoners.
thaumaturgy, and I say,
Listen!
That was rude.
Much like that thing, there is something trapped inside of that. They said it's returning. They may be looking for it, or an entry on
And
its way
they're the
in.
ones that found us in the city. That's why we left.
Right. This is pressing.
She said that it was found in the arms of a dead man.
It was.
Do you know who this
No,
was?
I don't know,
I did find this, sort of, in the arms of a dead man.
Do you have the note, or
Dead
do I?
woman.
Do we still have that
Which note?
The one we got with the Tesseract.
Oh,
I read
yes. I'll hand him Rune Smith's note.
His hand is very much shaking, and none of you were watching, but somehow he managed to teleport across this tiny little lake, like a pond.
As
He's
soon as I
just
see it,
there
yeah.
now. Oh!
We all blinked at the same time.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
if you could use the scrying pool one more time to find somebody else, that'd be really cool. I'll
It's
explain
meant-
that when you're done reading.
It's meant to go to Darius' fleet.
Yes.
If we could learn where he is.
Perhaps we could
Two
be
more
one
scryings.
step ahead of Tenedex and whoever wants to release what's
Yeah.
inside this Tesseract.
It's probably the only person that would know anything about this. He's done research. He's an immortal.
We know
Darius'
where he
fleet.
is. We need to speak to him.
The mending keeps many secrets, and he begins walking out of the chamber.
Wait.
I'll follow him.
Can you look up one more person for me, please, before we
Who's
start?
this?
Ooh.
So, that person said their father was with a Brillion, right?
Yeah.
And nobody's been able to find him for who knows how long. What was it? Has anybody tried to use a scrying pool to find God? Because I
Scry
feel like
on
that's
Brillion?
not a very common idea. Like, you wouldn't think to do that. Like, can you scry to see if you could find him a Brillion?
There is an ancient king. He lies perhaps on the other side of this very planet, in ancient sandy dunes. He tried to see and capture one of the Archons. Now his kingdom lies in ruins. Unless you summon them on their means, something horrible happens.
Scrying
Okay,
really
not a
on
good
board.
idea.
It is
Potentially kill us
what
all.
we call a taboo.
I see. I know those. Okay.
But as I was saying, we keep many secrets, and one of our most ancient allies is on an island that we have kept secret. That is where you will find Darius.
How do we get there?
It is due north, across the ocean.
Is there any way you could get us there quicker?
Yes, of course. He continues forward and passes by all these. He enters the chamber with hundreds of different
I
warriors.
keep following him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I-
we were
Dozens
all
of
following.
warriors, and he goes over and he kicks one of them open, and inside is a small box. And he says, "We have this boat that folds up."
The folding boat.
Actually,
I thought I'd more on the teleportation aspects, but that works.
We haven't been able to teleport vast distances since
do you remember the sea
ages
people?
ago.
Do I remember what?
The sea people that we
Sea
met.
stalkers?
Yeah. If
They were going to provide us with a boat. If we have a boat, then we can.
they were gonna provide us with animals that could swim on the water that we could ride.
Yes. A
That's
boat.
much better than a boat.
No, it's not.
All right, fine.
What are we going to do when we need to rest?
Where does that pool go? The opal one.
Nowhere.
It doesn't go anywhere. Inside?
You're talking about the opal pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll insight.
What if you wanted
Come on,
to take a
Lucky.
swim in that?
Ooh, 14.
It has a sail.
He seems to be earnest.
Okay.
Sail.
Guess who knows how
You
to?
also
I can make it a ship.
essentially
oh my
watched
goodness.
you essentially watched her activate it. So maybe it hasn't functioned before now.
Okay.
It changed when the Tesseract.
Yes,
It may lead
I will be
somewhere now.
careful with it.
It may lead somewhere now. He put his rope in it and it cut it in half.
A small length, like 2 feet.
I will watch over it. That is all I can do.
Have you ever thrown something in there and then using the scrying pool?
It's been empty before now.
Oh, okay.
Time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence, especially if we are racing against others, especially the Black Knights,
Who
and
are
whoever these giants are.
also to the north.
Of course
Yes.
they are.
we'll have to
Do
go-
they know you have this?
I don't.
No.
Don't think so.
They do not. They may conclude that we will. They eventually will find out.
They probably do. Not all of them.
Why do you think this?
It's the assassins.
Did they see
What do you mean?
anything?
They didn't see anything? I mean,
The
unless
one-
you were like
The
testing
way
it
that
inside
I knew
of your
that
house.
the way, yeah, inside of my house where I had the Tesseract out and was experimenting with it.
You what?
I was trying to learn what it could do, and I think one of them saw it, and that's why they were chasing us.
The dead one saw it.
That's what I was trying to tell you, and then they fought us, and then we just had to bail. We need to hurry, because if they get back there before
And
we
we're
get
continuing
past
to
them,
argue about it when we can
they're
be
going to
leaving.
hunt us down.
He walks out of this chamber,
Sorry.
the entire cave, and leads you to the chamber that he was at
Okay.
with his tiny little tongueless dwarf. And he says, "Were they followed?" The dwarf looks up, finishes chewing chicken that he managed to have, and then just nods. He is very vigilant. You are lucky. But my advice to you, and he taps the wall, and the entire thing disappears.
Ooh.
It's now just a stone wall, and he's in this small chamber that you met him in. I must remain here, but my guidance is with you. Do not travel the roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll need to go through the forests or the hills, whichever way we can. Just find if we can just find our way to the ocean. We have a starting point.
It's okay. I'll be able to like lead us through that mostly. We'll be alright.
May more than one God be with you.
Hopefully all of them.
Wow, that's a very rare
You
compliment.
know this thing could
That's-
become a
that
ship
means lot.
apparently.
Yes.
Like a full-on ship.
That's good. It's gonna be pretty difficult to manage
more like
ship
a
with four
warning.
people.
That's okay.
It's true.
Oh, you can do it. You only need 3, but you'll go slow.
Slower than a rowboat.
Faster than a rowboat.
Then that's what we'll do.
You
Let's
could
do what we have
change
to
the
do.
way you look. Could you do that to all of us?
Only for small amounts of time a day.
We're gonna have to use.
I've recently researched a spell called seeming.
Oh.
You have 6th level spells? Pretty sure seeming is 6th.
Oh yeah.
No?
Oh yeah, but I could hold on to the boat for now, just for
We'll have to
equipment
be careful.
wise.
I've got it. It's
Be
all right.
wise
It does not.
and be lucky.
Very.
Let's go get
That'd be a nice feat to have.
on the ocean.
Now that I've trusted you to hold on to this thing until we got here, perhaps I can help you. Maybe help all of us. I hold out my hand. I'll be more careful to hide that thing.
I'll see. Am I able to just?
You manifest it, and given this offer, you are able and you feel this ability to relinquish control of it, but it is only something that you can do, as in it cannot be stolen from you. You essentially have to mentally accept
I have to choose
that
to
you're,
do it.
yes.
Or die.
I don't want anybody else to see it.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. I don't want you to experiment with it further. It could ruin our chances. And I Don't doubt that you understand that. But I want to be careful. I can protect things. I've been doing it my entire life. I don't want you to become a target.
Also,
Sorry, seeming last 8 hours a day. Oh my god.
I feel like this is a good time to bring up my past job. So you guys know I'm a monster hunter. I used to be a bounty hunter, and
Cool.
he is like the last person I would want to try to bounty hunt. So just letting you
I'm
know.
a big
That's a
scary dragon
compliment.
that can breathe fire.
I won't learn any more about it till we get to Darius anyways.
Correct.
I'm done messing with this thing. I didn't exactly, you know, touch it. I just was trying to read up on it. There's nothing anywhere. With magic, I could look for thousands of years and not find anything.
Oh, here's well, before we do this trade-off. We are in a very sealed location, so
Yes.
I would like to do one last test, which I don't think you might have done. I want to pull out a vial of holy water or like a flask. I'm assuming. Do you want to try pouring that on there? See if it does anything.
I bring it back
Okay.
into me temporarily. I don't think pouring anything on it would be good.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll put it away.
Yeah. I'll bring it back out. Say, you're right. And given that we're traveling together, I may be better at escaping, but I think if it comes to a fight, you're probably the better fighter. I'll put it in your hand.
You have it. And you feel it screaming, aching and begging to be attuned to.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
We did that last
we did.
When
last season.
when you attune to it, be careful. It's very painful.
Ah, yes, all of us experimenting, figuring out what the Tesseract is. Ket, Abris, Altair, Olo. What does it taste like?
Yeah.
Be very careful when you attune to it. You'll need to, but it can
That's-
be kind of painful.
That's how Abras died. She tried to swallow it.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Being trapped in a god possibly trapped inside this cube. It's going to exhibit a lot of pain.
Well, just in the moment that you attune to it, it has.
It's
its
more
own
like a
effect.
door.
I was made for this.
Literally called a door.
Huh?
It's literally.
It's more
called
like a door.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Logan,
Hmm?
do I know how far away we are from the ocean?
A couple weeks.
Yeah, I believe it was.
I know we've traveled for 5 days.
Yeah, it was close to a couple weeks.
So we're probably like a week and
I
a half
tuned it.
away.
That's where we're gonna end the game.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I die instantly.
Maybe.
Boom.
That happens to a lot of people. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Cool stuff.
We learned a lot, I think.
Yes.
Some important
Thank
details.
fucking God, we
Yeah.
actually learned something.
I think
That-
we.
we know what the quest
I think
is.
in 7.
Exactly.
I think in 7 games of this season, we've learned more than we did the entirety of last season.
That means I'm getting better at exposition.
The whole 10 index thing was amazing because it gives us a sense of urgency while kind of understanding a little bit about the plot of the
Yeah.
game. So it doesn't feel like, well, we gotta do something with this. It's like, no, we know what we're doing, let's go.
It's also foreshadowing to yet another antagonist.
Yeah, which is cool.
Mhm.
It's interesting.
Thank you. I'm
3
glad.
more antagonists. She mentioned releasing her brothers, whose names I also wrote down.
Mm-hmm. Me
We're
as
gonna
well.
die.
They're definitely not 4 horsemen.
Ha 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 ha
4
ha
horsemen they
ha.
called those, weren't you?
Who do you think she is, man?
Oh no.
All right. Yeah. That we got off track there for a second.
It's cool.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching. And watch it again because that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, then we've got,
All right. We're gonna get out of here.
We'll see you guys next week, another episode of stuff. Thanks for
Another
joining us,
thing,
and
too.
that's the end of the game.
Woo!